Yeah, we got it bumping.
You need to disconnect that cable, cause if you want the truth, we at the round table. We give it real when the mothers ain't able. That's what it is when we at the round table.
What's going on, good people? What's going on? Cooking with Steel in the building. Charity in the building. She messing with me. My smoke sister's messing with me right now.
Oh, Lord.
Let me give y'all a little backstory. Every time we go live, right before we go live, maybe about 2-3 minutes out, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I'll be like, oh, Lord, in the background. In the background. Tonight, y'all, let me tell y'all, John and them then told me to go to the bathroom like I was a whole kid.
Go to the bathroom. We ain't making no stops.
That's right.
No stops. Gone to the bathroom.
What is up, everyone joining us for tonight's Roundtable Reacts?
Yeah, y'all. This was a doozy. This really was. I'm glad y'all came and slid on out through here. B Woods in the building. We got Queen in here. Lena in here. We got Miss Payne in the building.
Miss
Carla is beautiful.
Cooking with Steel.
Donna Johnson is in the building. Sugar T is in the building.
Shanita Payne, mentor. Yeah, they falling through. Yeah.
Appreciate y'all. You know. Because y'all know we did some digging. Y'all know what we was doing. We was digging.
Believe it.
Yeah. But I'm sure you all are familiar with the story of Jeremy Brown. We building over here saying let's ride, but let's ride together like a family. Absolutely.
Absolutely. Yes. Who said that?
Absolutely.
We riding over here. We building over here is what they said. But we riding over here too. So you know. But yeah, I mean, as a family, this is a safe zone.
Goddess Peaches rode up in the house. Joyce Duncan is just ridden up in the house.
Brown sugar.
Brown sugar. We over
Brown
here.
sugar, baby.
PH from the gas house is in the building.
B Wood said they tried to ban the smoke sisters. We was riding. We was riding too hard. It's okay. It's okay. We good though. We still riding, baby. But
Monica Henderson, how you doing?
Queen Kilo.
Y'all heard what B Wood say. Y'all need to get membership to the Smoke Sisters.
Yeah, we be smoking and riding, baby.
Yeah, salute to the Smoke Sisters.
Absolutely. Miss 45 is in the building. Queen Kilo in the building. Brown Sugar, Brown Stone, B Woods, Sonia Ness.
They in here, drama free.
Woo!
I'm glad y'all showed up, man. You know, because this was a little. It was a little touchy because I know some people feel some kind of way about this. You know, and I get it. The whole situation with Khadijah Brown and Jeremy Brown, it's a lot. It is. It's a lot. But y'all know we broke down some things. So, Tania, thank you, baby. You're a smoke sister now.
Smoke sister Tania.
There you go.
You know, but yeah, this was a lot, and we just kept digging and digging. We found some stuff that we don't even think we should share. but you know, we gonna give y'all what we got. You know,
absolutely.
So like I said, I know y'all familiar with it, and we just gonna ride and we gonna have some good conversation. We want some good energy. I know my night riders in here, so hold the chat down, you know, and just keep the energy tight, man. This is a safe zone, you know. So yeah, let's go. Let's get it. Let's get it.
Let's get it.
So we'll start with the news clip.
Let's go to work.
Let's go to work, pimp.
Bond is set for the Columbus woman accused of killing her husband on Facebook Live. Khadijah Brown is charged with murder after this Saturday morning shooting at Green Tree Apartments. Lowndes County Sheriff Eddie Hawkins says Brown and her husband, 28-year-old Jeremy Brown, have been arguing most of the night. He tells WCBI the husband was allegedly trying to leave the apartment and defuse the situation before being shot. The entire incident was being played out live on Facebook. Deputies recovered a handgun along with shell casing. Bond for Khadijah Brown is set at $750,000. Coroner Greg Merchant says an autopsy is scheduled for Jeremy Brown. The sheriff says this is an active and ongoing investigation. Bond is set for.
Yeah, she messed up. She messed up, y'all, and all of it played out on Facebook Live. And we're gonna get into it. You know, we definitely gonna get into that video. But yeah, she messed up. Simple as that. She messed up. Tasha, I'm with you. This story made me mad. I was so upset about this.
You got a question real quick in the chat from Miss Sugar T. I think you want to answer.
Hey, Sugar T, how do you become a smoke sister? You just have to join the membership. That's all. And then we meet, you know, like 3-4 times a month. I try to do it every week. And then, you know, because me and my smoke sisters, we didn't already broke this video down. We discuss a lot of things behind the scene, you know, and we talk about cases that sometimes I don't even cover on my channel. So it just get real, you know, is real women talking real shit. I would like to see some men back there. You know, we had John join us one time. Yeah, no for the one time.
It wouldn't be the smoke sisters with the men, would it?
Yeah, it would. Yeah, it would. Yeah, it would. We be needing, you know, we want men input. You know, we like our men.
True that.
It's always two sides to a story.
Always.
Absolutely.
Like what we dealing with right here, right now.
That's right.
Yes, and this, yeah. Oh yeah, it's needed on this one. No doubt.
Yeah, it's like I said, it was just one of them cases that when I seen it, y'all, I was so angry, and I was like, "Wait, what? She did what?" You know. But yeah, we gonna get into it. But before we do, we need to take y'all to where it all happened. So let's take them there, John.
Y'all ready to take that ride?
We riding, baby.
Let's go. Let's go. That map work.
Let's go to work.
Thug fizzle, man.
It brings us here. Mississippi, 500 Green Tree Drive. On the outskirts of Columbus, First Independent Methodist Church. This is a scenic view of a semi-partial rural area. Here is where our story takes place tonight. This is the location. If we can get to the front area, which I believe is right here.
Much love to you, Kenya.
Let's take a drop down.
Yeah, let's drop down, baby.
Right here. See where the map takes us. Come on, little guy. Let's go to work.
And this happened at Green Tree Apartments.
Correct. Here. This is the front entrance of the Green Tree Apartments. This is a small complex area. We'll be able to go into some more detail with you, but this just gives you
just a visual. Yeah.
Let me take us back up here and see if we can get back down into that area. I just sort of
the angel stupid.
Sure, the entrance.
She said, look what she said.
She gave out the Section 8 vibe.
The angel.
hey, the angel, I'm with you 100%.
Yeah.
We talked about that backstage.
Yeah. We're gonna get into it. The angel, you silly.
But past the entrance area, you begin to enter the complex. It's a pretty neat and clean, decent area for folks to live down in the Mississippi area. See the parking on both sides. And these are like duplex apartments.
Right. I mean, they look nice.
Oh, yeah.
It looks like nice apartments. And they have if I'm not mistaken, it was the 2 to 4 bedrooms.
Yes. Children's playground. So it's an area where it looks like just comfortable living, side-by-side apartment complexes.
Right.
When we get to this point down here, we get closer to the apartment.
Right.
That this incident had occurred. We got little ones playing outside. Probably
cars
daddy
broke down in the parking lot.
Absolutely, Desi. As Desi says, being the mother of a son in a toxic relationship, this story terrifies me.
Me too, Desi. Me too. Same thing. Same situation. Still, yeah, we gonna break down the Facebook Live. We got you, baby.
Oh yeah. So we make a right turn here.
Much love, mentor.
Excuse me. And our situation with this incident, it's up in this area right here.
Yep.
Which brings us now to the apartment complex here, where this whole incident took place.
Carla is beautiful, stupid. She said, "Why did park in the parking lot come to mind when y'all said that?" Talking about Irene. Right.
Park in the parking lot.
Y'all silly. But this is where it all started, right here. And it's, yeah, man, this was a sad situation. But like I said, we gonna get into the video. We just wanted to give y'all a visual of what these apartments look like, how they were living. And before we get into the video, what we found out is that that's why I was laughing when D'Angel said what she said, because what we found out was it's a Section 8 property. This property is Section 8. And then not only that, we found something that said, where is that at? That it was disabled, low income housing.
Yes.
I was like, well, do you got to be disabled to live there? Is that what they saying?
And I have that up on the screen now.
But yeah, it is. It's a Section 8 property. And this ain't no knock on Section 8 properties, but come on, y'all, let's keep it a buck. Y'all know what goes on on the Section 8 properties.
Most definitely.
Yeah,
definitely not knocking anyone on Section 8. That's not the case.
Wait, we building over here said there cannot be, what'd you say? Say there cannot be no Section 8 property. They living like the Jeffersons on Section 8.
Moving on up.
Y'all play too much. I ain't fooling with y'all tonight. I'm not.
Well,
not.
one of the things too about the Section 8 property is that they go through what is called as an annual HQS inspection, which is a housing quality standards inspection, to make sure that, since this is a government subsidized housing complex, they have to make sure by law that everything is working the way it should. Water, electric, heating, all areas of trash and trash removal, any accommodation or amenities that this complex has, they are responsible for. So this is why on Google Earth, we have a very clean, pretty, well-kept apartment complex. Now, in most cases, you can go and visit certain subsidized housing, and it don't look like that, you know.
You're right. You're right. But yeah, you know,
They wilding in the chat.
they are.
Not where I live, huh?
They wilding.
You know,
Oh man.
but
Okay.
this is where they was living. You know, this is how they were living, and yeah, y'all. March 25th, it went down.
It went down, and like the I guess the news article said, it actually started the night before.
Absolutely. Yeah. Said they had been arguing through the night.
Yeah. So because you if you think about it, you know, who wake up angry at breakfast? So I'm thinking they never went to sleep.
Right. Like it kind of just spilled over into the morning.
Right. You know what I'm saying? And then the mom said she was called over there. So you know, we'll get into that. We definitely will.
Right. So I mean, I think we should go ahead and get into this video.
Let's do it.
All right.
Yeah, people want to have something to say, but he ain't here with his kids. He ain't helping. He left at 6:00. He left at 6:06 to go be with his mama.
Over here trying to cook something to eat.
Why
is there got to be a question about do I need to cook for the kids? Why is there a question?
And he don't never have to question. He don't want to question everybody's loyalty. But where is his loyalty at?
I ain't saying no damn loyalty.
Wait a minute. Okay, so let me just let y'all know a little something too.
Stop it too. Go ahead.
Because the mama in the back, that's the mother in the background.
Right.
That y'all hear, and y'all listen. I feel some kind of way about this because the mama was in the back almost instigating. You know what I mean? Because at points you're gonna hear her repeat what her mother said. This is her mother in the background, y'all. So, Boss, did you have something?
Yes, absolutely. Now, what the mother is saying had to come from Khadijah. Now, my question is, do you really think this man is mad because her mother is not over there cooking for their kids? I don't believe that.
No.
I believe Khadijah called her mom with some foolishness to amp her up to be on her side for this particular argument.
When she got there, absolutely. Exactly. So mama came in turned up.
Right.
You understand? Because of whatever she told her. So she had a conversation with her mama before this started. I'm sure of it. I'm sure of it. Let's go.
But he want to talk about me when I am not doing. He want to talk about me when I'm not doing. Talk about unnecessary. Then he talking about calling the police. Talk about I'm gonna get my stuff. But you got 4 kids and a wife. It's 7:36. He can't even be.
He can't even come here and cook for these kids.
He can't even come here and cook for the kids.
He got to be at work at 8 o'clock.
Nah, matter of fact, he got to be at work at 9.
Okay, well he still got time to cook for these kids.
And then he got to go pick up his. He got to go pick up his buddy from his job, Law.
Well, he need to tell Law he need to get his mama car and go to work.
He pick up his buddy Law, take him to work back and forth every day.
I ain't got nothing to
but then,
nobody helping nobody, but if Law
but he can't put gas in both cars.
That's what I'm saying. If Law ain't getting him no gas money to go to work, talking about people got stuff. Okay, he wanna put it like that. Oh, I got stuff to do too. I'm over here. I got stuff to do too. I'm over here.
And here's the thing. So when I'm listening to the mama, like, yeah, I got stuff to do too. She done ran and told her mama that he said she don't do nothing for those kids. That's what it sounds like to me.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And she like, look, I got stuff to do too.
Yeah, she sounds like, almost verbatim. She's repeating everything her mother is feeding her. So the main influencer is mama.
Yeah.
Yeah. The main influencer in this case is mama, because you hear her in the background.
Right.
And then I'm with you, Tasha. You know, I mean, it was like she was tracking him. She like, yeah, 6:36 he did this, at 7:40, at 7:06 he did. I'm like, wait, who does that?
Right. And Miss Donna, I'm with you. Why she can't cook for her own kids?
That's it. She got 4 of them.
I was sitting here thinking, what the hell are they complaining about? They're both up. Mama's in the kitchen already. Come on now. Damn.
Real
Say everybody woke.
Why would she be complaining?
Right. Say everybody woke.
B Woods, this is on Saturday, so they ain't have school.
Right. and that was the thing. It's like the argument is about him not cooking, but he got to go to work too.
Right. Right.
Yeah, this gets stupid, y'all.
Yeah,
come on,
because she's got other things that she could be doing. What would that be?
TikTok
other than being in the kitchen, not cooking for those kids, if they're so concerned about it.
Right. Catherine, I'm with you. She said, Catherine say, a person who doesn't have a job clocks other people moves. Absolutely.
Absolutely. Preach.
Absolutely.
Let the church say amen.
That's it. Amen.
For real.
You know, and as a mother, see this one, and I know we're gonna get into it, but I'm gonna touch on it now. It is what it is. We riding. But as a mother, there's certain things that we're supposed to do. Okay. We got our motherly duties. And I know some of y'all, you know, modern day women like, I ain't gotta cook, I ain't gotta. Yeah, you do.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you do. And understand this. It's women like her who do not understand the order. It's man first, woman, and then the kids.
Then the kids, right.
And a man is supposed to go to work. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. The most attractive thing to me is when a man say, I gotta go to work. I'm finna go to work. I'm about to get off work. That shit is attractive to me. But this man, clearly, he got too many responsibilities. He gotta cook. He probably gotta clean up, all that. While she do what?
TikTok videos.
Facebook videos.
That's it.
Now I done seen this in the chat a few times now, and I think I just want to address it real quick. A lot of people have heard that this originated from her husband supposedly liking men.
And I don't even believe that.
We don't hear this in none of this conversation during this live.
Right.
So I'm not gonna say it's not true, because she actually did put up a post on her Facebook page saying that.
Yep, she did.
But this argument, nothing about that was addressed in this particular argument. So I don't know.
Yeah, let's go. We still riding. Let's go on
Let's
here.
ride,
Listen to this foolishness.
I'm over here putting the rest.
Yeah, what you on the phone with?
Uncle, bro. Home. I'm talking about uncle. Yeah.
Now here, she steps out the front door and takes a peek outside.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you think she was looking for?
She's looking to see if anybody in that car with him. So you could tell this is a move of a woman who is very insecure. There's no trust in this relationship. None.
Bingo.
Absolutely.
None.
I'm over here.
No, you ain't trying to get ready for work. Look at him. This is sad case, y'all. He getting his stuff. Look at that. Sad case. As a father.
Okay, Jeremy, what is the conversation you want to have?
We good.
Yeah, and your baby in the room.
Conversation you want to have?
We good. If give me my phone, bro. Don't shut
What is the conversation you want to have?
What the conversation?
Get out my
He said,
phone.
what's the conversation?
Don't touch me. I'll call the police over here. Do not touch me.
He said, what's the conversation y'all want to have?
Get out.
You know, as you can see, she's being the aggressor in this now. Now
Absolutely.
She's laying hands on him while he's on a phone call, most likely with his brother.
He said it was his uncle.
His uncle.
Yeah, he was like, I'm on the phone with my uncle because she's trying to grab the phone from him.
And I'm sure the uncle is overhearing her in the background having this conversation with him while he's on the phone.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The uncle hearing everything. And let me say this. you could tell what type of relationship they have, and you could tell it's been toxic, right? Because I've seen this before where he got his uncle on the phone just to make sure the uncle was hearing everything. Like, look, bro, I'm about to go in here and try to get my stuff, bro. You know, just so the uncle can hear what's going on in the background.
Right.
I feel like this was his way of trying to protect himself by having somebody on the phone with him.
Yeah, to witness any kind of altercation that was going to come out of this while he was there trying to get his stuff.
Absolutely. He needed a witness. Simple as that.
What's the conversation you want to have?
I'm finna send that over here. She touched me.
Ain't nobody touching me.
I'm gonna send my cousin over here. Do not touch me,
Don't
bro.
call nobody over here.
Oh, baby, tell your daughter to keep her hands on
What
me.
is the conversation?
Tell your daughter to keep her hands on me.
You the one slap me. You the one slap me. Hit me.
Now, understand this. The mama in the background, like, nah, don't call nobody over here. But I'm thinking to myself, she called you.
Right.
So it's 2 against 1. They done ganged up on him in there.
Yeah.
But they don't want him to call back up. That's probably why he on that phone. I'm telling y'all. Like, but this, when I heard her say, nah, don't call nobody over here. And I'm like, why not? You here for her? Yeah, this gets stupid, y'all. Come on, we ride.
Hit me now. Hit me now.
Keep your hands on me.
What's on, man? I'm still asking, what is the conversation?
Oh man, that's what I'm finna do. I'm finna get out. I ain't really trying to argue at all. I'm just trying to get my...
No, you want to go tell your family about this and about that. You want to do this.
I'm trying to leave from over here and pee, man. I ain't trying to argue at all.
I'm going to take my car key off.
Stop. What is the conversation?
No, what's the conversation? What's the conversation?
Keep your hands on.
What's the conversation?
Keep your hands on. Don't touch me, bro.
What's the conversation?
See, now as you can see in this particular angle, she's continuously being the aggressor.
Absolutely.
She's stepping towards him. She's stepping towards him. She's stepping towards him. What's the conversation? What's the conversation all about? Mama in the background. What's the conversation all about?
And then she had to put her phone down. Because see, she couldn't just keep smacking him around with one hand. She needed 2 hands.
Mm-hmm.
So she done set the phone down. Yeah. Mm.
Yeah.
Amp Easy done slid up through here, y'all. I miss you, Amp.
Amp is in the house?
Yes.
What's going on, bro?
All right.
Shrinking Sharon in the
number of people slid up in here too. Shrinking Sharon. Okay.
Yep. Shy Town, Shy.
Jawada in the building.
Welcome. Blue Devil G is in the building.
Yeah, this get crazy, y'all. And she sits the phone down so now she got both hands. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
She done set the phone down. So listen to this. It gets stupid.
Move, bro. I'm trying to get ready for work, man. Go on.
How you getting ready for work?
What is going on? That's all I'm here. I'm over here doing. Talking about I don't do nothing for the kids. I don't do nothing. I do what I can when I can.
Understand.
But like I said, don't keep putting me in situations that's not my problem. And then, like I said, this is your family. You supposed to be here helping, taking care of these kids. No, you're not good because you're not here taking care of these kids.
He wanna go.
I wish the mama listen, y'all. The mama need to shut her mouth.
She rolling it.
She does. And then it's like, you need to be here taking care of these kids. Part of a man's job is to go to work. That's taking care to bring in the money. See, the money take care of the kids. Now, I ain't saying he ain't supposed to interact with them, play with them. I ain't talking about none of that. But what I'm saying is his main job is to go to work to bring the money into the house.
Right.
And he can't even do that.
Yeah, they're making it seem like he's never there.
Yep.
But one thing I will say, I know the mom, she is annoying at times, but she feel like she do have the right to say something because she was called into this situation. So I mean,
I feel you. I do, bro. I do. But sometimes we got to let our kids handle their own mess. This is a mess. And so we can't get into it all the time, man.
I agree. Well, she should have told her, when she called her mom should say, you handle it yourself.
Right. Yep. There you go.
Yep, that.
There
and
you
understand
go.
This. The mama sounds slow. She sounds slow. Everybody's slow to me. I'm just saying that was just my reaction to the video. This is a reaction. Y'all at the round table react. So this was my first reaction. I was like, all them slow. Her and her mama slow. Simple as that.
15. First and the 15, baby.
Okay, come on, y'all. Let's go.
Oh, let's go.
Keep your hands on me, bro. Don't touch me again.
Touch you.
Jason, sit there over here. We'll make it easy. Sit there over here.
See, she's continuously backing him up.
Get your hands on me, bro. Stop touching me. Move.
Jesus, stop.
Sit there over here, Jason.
Ain't nobody coming over here.
Oh, me, bro. Sit down. Get your motherfucking hands on me, bro. Stop touching me, bro.
Stop.
Stop touching me.
I'm gonna kill you. Murder scene,
Stop touching me again.
Stop.
Let go. Touch me. Touch me again.
Now, what would make someone say murder scene, murder scene?
Murder scene, murder scene.
Murder scene, yeah. What was that about? What in the hell was that about?
And then they start tussling and knock the phone down. And the phone didn't fail, but they tussling now. And she in the background, yeah, y'all. Yeah, come on, let's go.
Stop pushing me. Ain't nobody finna do that. Ain't nobody finna do nothing.
Open this house. Stop.
Ain't nobody. Stop.
Don't worry about it. Touch
Stop.
me. Touch me.
Stop. Yeah.
Touch me again.
Yeah. Stop. Yeah, bitch. Stop. Stop. I'm not open here for this.
Motherfucker gonna keep her hands on
kill
me,
your
bro.
ass, not bitch. Stop. Nobody, I can get out my bed for this.
Man, people so
Stop.
filthy, man. Let me use my shoes on me.
Oh, you ain't getting nothing. Everything in this house belong to me.
Did y'all hear what she said? Everything in this house belonged to me. But that's coming from a woman with no job.
Mm-hmm.
He probably, and this is just my assumption, y'all, because this is a reaction video. But he probably done bought 95% of the shit in there.
Absolutely, because he's the only one working.
Yeah.
But this is how these types of women, this is how they get. It's very possessive. Like now everything in here mine. Really? Probably ain't about nothing.
And ungrateful.
Yeah,
very ungrateful.
It's in her name because she got Section 8. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
But you got to understand, if they're a married couple, there are married couples on Section 8. They just going to combine both incomes to get 30% to charge your ass rent.
Right.
So they would allow a man to live in there?
Absolutely.
Okay. Yeah. I didn't know.
Oh,
you can be married on Section 8. Absolutely.
Wow.
Yeah, they count that. They count the members and numbers of the household, and then the income of the household.
The income, absolutely.
Right, and as long as it's not greater than a certain amount, then they can qualify for 30 to 40%, depending on the number in the household.
Tip say, I don't think he bought nothing. You don't think so?
No, he definitely bought that stuff in the house.
If he the only one working.
Capricorn Queens, and this is something that I was talking to you about that Bam said, and we had to listen to it multiple times. But she said, "Get the gun, come on." Now I think what I heard her say, and I'm speaking from what I heard her say. She said, "Get your gun." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like
I don't think. Yeah. She was like, yeah. She was telling him, "Get your gun," because she was getting hers. That's what I heard.
Amp, you crazy. He said, I bet you anything that her mother's single. Me too. I put money on it. Put money on it. Mama ain't got nothing else to do neither.
Yeah, she's over there at 736, right? Standing in the kitchen.
She probably ain't got no job. I'm just saying, y'all. And that's just my opinion.
Yeah, she did say she was, woken up out of her bed to be over there. So
yeah, so she in there now. She in there. Let's go.
Get somewhere and sit down. Y'all gonna have to stop all this. Cause then y'all wonder why the kids.
Okay. Now understand this. The very last thing he said was, I'm about to call the cops on your daughter. And then the gun goes off. Okay. And did y'all hear the mother when she was like, then y'all want to know why those kids? And it sounded like to me, they always fight in front of these kids.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This is just what they do. TRW say replay.
Yeah, I was just going to ask you to do the same thing.
Yeah. But y'all know I wanted to stop it right there because, you know, YouTube be tripping. They going to flag this video. So we got to do a lot of stopping.
Yeah, we got to stop and stop. Yeah, stop and start.
Yeah, because YouTube, yeah. Y'all get a notification in a minute. It's like, no. Hold on. Okay, come on. We're going to replay. We're going to replay. That's it. Let's go back.
Motherfucker gonna keep her hands on me, bro.
Bitch. Stop. Nobody, I can get out my bed for this.
Man, people so special, man. My shoes on.
Oh, you ain't getting nothing. Everything in the top belong to me.
Stop. Get somewhere and sit down. Y'all gonna have to stop all this. Cause then y'all wonder why the kids.
She cannot believe her daughter just did that.
Mm-hmm.
And again, did y'all hear the last thing he said is, I'm about to call the cops on your daughter.
Mm-hmm.
This relationship was toxic, y'all. Joyce, yep, that's exactly what she said. I'll kill you. Mm. 45 said I couldn't hear him over the mom. Yeah, you got to listen real close. And because it's like he's talking to the mother when he says it.
Right, exactly.
He's talking to her. He's like, exactly. I'm about to call the cops on your daughter.
I would think he would be facing her, talking to her as well.
Dreaming for God, absolutely. She says, this is what unequally yoked look like. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I know some people might not get it, but I'm with you. But I know exactly what you're talking about. Unequally yoked.
This and thank you, Shrink and Sharon, for posting that. We appreciate that.
Oh man, absolutely. Both her and her mama toxic, both of them. And so now understand this, y'all, because me and Boss, we was arguing about this one.
I was waiting for this.
Here we go.
Yeah,
I was waiting for
this one. Go ahead and tell him what you think, Boss. When she shot him. Go ahead. What do you think?
At the moment, when he was speaking, of course, y'all heard, he was like, I'm about to call the police on your daughter. The gun, she shot. We're just going to say that.
Right.
I just don't understand. And I've never seen this happen ever in my life where someone turned from gangster to a sucker as quick as she did. You know, a lot of people say this is premeditated. You know what I'm saying? She's, I'll kill you. Yeah, you dead. I'm going to kill you. As soon as the gun go off, she screamed. I don't want to go to jail. How you turn from a gangster to a bitch, to a sucker that quick? How do you do that? So I thought and I felt that she didn't mean to pull the trigger.
Get out of here, Boss.
I do. No, I do. No, because you can't go from gangster to a sucker in a half of a second to me. That's just how I feel.
No, I ain't riding with you, Boss. I'm still not riding with that. Let me tell you what I think. I think the kickback scared her. Maybe she ain't never shot a gun. You understand what I mean? Maybe she ain't never shot a gun. The kickback scared her. But to me, this was no accident. Because, Boss, it sounded like what you're saying is this was an accident. You know?
Look what Desi said. They said, I don't think she meant to. See? I ain't the only one. At least if nobody else filmed me, I got one person that filmed me. Oh, look it up. Boom.
Baby girl agree with you too,
Okay. Because I mean, and we don't know. We don't know what's in her head, but what we do feel, what I think a lot of people in the chat feel, is she's not rap type. And I don't feel her mom is either. You know what I'm saying?
That's where I agree. I agree right there.
So
they are not wrapped tight.
So with that being said, you said this, and I have to agree with you. Maybe she never even pulled the trigger. Maybe she never handled a gun. But after this, we gonna hear her messing with that gun, pulling the like, you know, like she was trying to get bullets out of the chamber. Cause she gonna state, I didn't even know one was in the chamber. And then you gonna hear her cocking the gun back and forth.
Right.
At that point, to me, I think she knew what the hell she was doing with that gun.
Mm-hmm.
Drama free, she shot him in the back of the head.
In the back of the head.
Uh-oh.
Eli, I'm with you. Eli from Jersey said, she said murder scene. I'm with you, Eli. I mean, and then, you know, the aftermath could have scared her. I mean,
yeah, that's what grabbed me. That's what grabbed me. Why would someone say murder scene?
And I'm gonna kill you and all this, that, and the other. So to me, accident don't go together.
Yeah, so far you've got malice of forethought already established.
So have you ever got in a fight and knocked somebody out and got scared because you knocked them out? No. You had all intentions on doing that. You probably looked at them on the ground like, go to sleep. Yeah, you sleep. You sleep. You don't go for bow, knocking them out. Like, oh my God, I knocked him out. No, you don't do that, man. I'm sorry. That's just how I see it.
I feel you. I do. I feel you. But my thing is her even having the gun out. Even having the gun, period.
Yeah.
What did she need it for?
She surprised herself.
Scare tactic.
Niecy said, run a pole.
She was and I will say that she was stunting for social media. And that's one thing we did talk about that we definitely need to touch on is what she don't understand. She was doing all this for those viewers that she had, and probably not one of them cared about her. And she was their entertainment.
This was all entertainment. And she was putting on for the book.
Exactly.
Well, I mean, the phone was running and Facebook was live.
Absolutely, Eli. Shot in the back of the head. He wasn't a threat.
At all. He wasn't.
He's trying to leave. We heard that even at the beginning of the video. He's trying to get out of there. She's making the situation worse.
Yes. And Mama, with her agitation in the background, also chiming her on as well. So now she's getting her emotions stirred up, and her emotions are intensifying. Now she's going to lay hands on him because he kept saying, you know, stop touching me, get off of me, stop putting your hands on me.
Right. And that was one of the things that I put, you know, that me and the Smoke Sisters was talking about. You know, we raise our men not to touch a woman. Don't put your hands on her. That's how we teach them. But I'm gonna be honest, y'all. And this might sound kind of messed up, but
here it comes.
In situations like this, I ain't even mad if he would have knocked her clean out. He'd have knocked her teeth out right here. I wouldn't have even been mad. I wouldn't have been mad. But let me say this, because like I said, I know that dude. I know it sounds messed up, but let me say this: had he knocked her out, he'd still be here.
He'd still be here today.
Bet you that.
Because he would have had the opportunity to walk out the door and she couldn't have stopped him.
Absolutely.
And they just would have had a whole other mess to clean up later.
That's it. So yeah, let's see what else is going on. And I know and we were listening to it backstage, but like soon as she shot the gun, you hear him drop. You can hear him hit the floor.
Oh yeah.
He hits the floor, y'all. So this is where we at with it. The very first thing she says is, I don't want to go to jail. Okay.
Should have left that gun in the closet. Wherever you got it from.
She should have went and sat down somewhere.
Like her mama said.
She should have been cooking.
Yep, absolutely.
They weren't even thinking about the kids. They weren't even thinking about the kids at all.
No. Nobody.
Now it sounds like they're outside of the front door.
Yeah.
Going crazy outside.
Yep. Screaming, help me. And at no point did she come back, grab her phone, call 911, nothing.
No.
Oh, man.
And this is the part that breaks me up.
Y'all, wait a minute.
When I heard,
oh man,
right there.
When I heard the kid start crying, I mean, my heart dropped. And understand this. The kid is saying, I want my daddy. He didn't say, I want my mama. She didn't say that. The baby didn't say that. She said, I want my daddy.
Right.
Now, you have to understand that some of these relationships, when we break up, listen, they might break up with you, but they're not breaking up with these kids. See? And I felt some kind of way when I heard this little girl start crying, man. All because her mama insecure and slow. Just I really don't even have another word for her. Slow. But the kids are there. And it's obvious to me that this is the norm in their household. It's just today it went too far. Today went too far, y'all.
Yeah.
Help! 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 The dog went off. No, Jamie! Jamie! I didn't know we went in the chamber.
Listen, here you go.
Did y'all hear that? After she said, I didn't know it was one in the chamber. You can hear all the clicking noise. Did y'all hear it? Do we need to run it back?
Yeah, run it back.
Run it back.
Yeah.
Run it back.
Yep.
You hear it?
That's as loud as day right there.
I'm sorry, baby. Come on, stay with us. Come on. Jeremy! Stay with me! Stay with me! Stay with me! Jeremy! The guy, I didn't mean to! I didn't mean to! I'm sorry, baby! Wake up! God, please, it is in your will. Stay with him. I am sorry.
Y'all hear that? God, if it's in your will, stay with him. I'm gonna be honest. To hear her say that meant, oh man, that meant nothing to me. I'm like, really? You the reason that y'all in this mess right now. Now she want to call on God. Absolutely, Capricorn. Oh man. Oh man.
Yeah.
Y'all go in the room. Y'all go in the room.
At this moment, his mother is there.
So the hardest part of this event is hearing those children screaming like that.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
Because you've got shell shock, for lack of a better word, trauma happening throughout the whole family now.
Right.
All at one time.
Right.
You know, and now the kids are impacted. And when it sounded to me like one of the oldest children saw something that ignited them and made them start crying.
Yeah.
And then you hear a second one, and then a third one. They start to build and grow like if they were waking each other up or something.
Right. And those kids gonna be scarred for life, man.
Oh yeah.
They're gonna have to go through life with this.
Especially if they came downstairs from being upstairs to see the scene of where their father was.
Absolutely. And Princess Black said he was deceased when he hit the floor, and she knew that. She knew it. She knew it. And I feel like that's why she ain't had no problem telling her kids, your daddy dead.
That's what she said.
That's exactly what she said.
Exactly what she said.
Absolutely, Tiff. These kids gonna need therapy. But yeah, Shamina. Hey, Shamina. What's going on, baby? But
Shamina's
yeah.
in the house.
Yeah. But yeah, his mom showed up. And that's who you hear in the background. You're gonna continue to hear her. His mama was saying he was going out the door, and she said, did y'all hear when she was like, he was pushing me? Like him pushing her justified her shooting him in the back of the head.
But she ain't never tell her how long she provoked that man.
Right.
Then again, how does that work though? If you know he's pushing her, but yet he's shot in the back of the head.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but yeah, her mom is, I mean, his mom, she going in, yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm with y'all. I don't know how his mama did it amazing. I don't. Cause I don't know. Y'all might have rolled up on two bodies. And can you imagine as a mother? Because I know I got some mothers in here with sons. Can you imagine rolling up to a scene and seeing your son like that? Come on, man.
Yeah, you would think somebody from the neighborhood maybe stepped up to the door and did that. Your first impression right away. And then you come to find out maybe a minute later, no, that didn't happen like that.
Right.
She shot him.
Yeah. And like you said, his family was probably watching that Facebook Live.
Yep.
Mama was already on her way. Because if somebody called you about your son and they like, look, that girl done pulled out a gun on him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's one of them situations. I'm going to my son. It's life or death. Anytime a gun is involved, it's life or death. Simple as that.
Yes, Shamina, her mom was there the whole time.
Yeah, she did nothing to stop it. You can imagine what she's thinking.
You hear what his mom said? You giving him too much to do.
Yep.
His mama in the background screaming, you was giving him too much to do.
He was already talking to his mama, complaining too.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Agreed, Patricia.
My baby's in there. I know. I'm trying to wrap up his head. Don't go in the house, buddy. Get away. 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 Y'all stay up. Y'all please stay upstairs. Y'all stay upstairs, please. Where am I, Daddy? No, baby, no. No. Somebody.
His mom said, get her out of here. Get away. Did y'all hear? She like, I'm trying to wrap up his head. Mm-hmm. Oh man, that killed me.
Did you see how her tone changed when she was talking to the kids? Like, y'all go upstairs.
Yeah.
That whole tone just changed. Oh baby. Yeah, she acting.
She's a performer. She's a performer. That's it.
She's got to cover her ass now.
Big Reese said, who's she saying get away to? Khadijah. She's telling the girl that shot him to get away from my son. Because at this point, I wouldn't want him around. You didn't kill. I mean, he laid out in there.
Mm-hmm.
That's why she was like, I'm trying to wrap up his head. Oh, man. Okay. Now the police is there.
Police is here now, yeah.
Sierra, wait a minute. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Sierra, you said you was on the scene? On the scene of this?
Sierra, what is it?
Right here. She said I was on the scene. That was her mama yelling.
That was her mama yelling, saying get away?
Okay, she said, yes, I live here. You mind when we get to speak your piece? You mind coming on up, talking to us?
Yes, definitely.
We'd definitely love to hear from you.
Absolutely. She said, I know them personally. Okay. Wait, here you go, boss. There you go.
Hold on, so boss. Hold on. Let me go scroll down because I can't. So boss, you still thinks
she didn't mean to shoot him?
Yeah, I still do. Somebody in the chat earlier said, and I never even looked at it that way. Maybe she tried to shoot past him and he moved anyway. I don't know. That's not far-fetched at all.
You just can't be playing like that though. Shooting them kids is there, all that. I ain't going for none of that, boss. I can't rap with that, baby.
What makes you decide to go for a gun? You got pushed. You got pushed back. Okay, he handled you in a way you didn't like. Well, what were you doing to him?
Absolutely,
Carl. I'm with you. Why shoot at all though?
Yeah, I listen, and I want to say this now. I'm not condoning what she did. It was just how it happened. I just never seen that happen in that form where you playing gangster, and that might be the issue. She was playing gangster and really ain't gangster and pulled the trigger, and now you realize what you did.
Right.
So, I'm not condoning. I think she should spend the rest of her life in jail. That's my opinion.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Because the thought came in mind for her to go and get that gun.
Absolutely. And
it was almost like her, she had no other way out of that argument other than she felt in her own mind, let me go get this gun.
Right.
To show, dude, I ain't playing.
Right. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all. What I want to know is how far away she was when she shot.
Yeah, I want to know that as well.
Because they're gonna be able to tell all of that. All of it.
I would think as narrow as those hallways are, and we're going to be taking a look at the diagram in a moment, being about anywhere between 50, 55 inches, apart from each other, especially in that doorway. There wasn't a lot of, it was a very tight area.
It is.
And so for him to turn his back, address her mother at the time of the shot, he didn't see it.
Right.
So they had to have been standing in close proximity, somewhere between 2 to 3 feet, give or take.
I can't wait to see that report. We want the reports.
Yeah.
And quality, yep, you're right. You can hear the police talking about it. We got it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we got it. But at this moment in the video, y'all, the police have arrived. So let's see what we can hear. I mean, well, let's listen.
Hey, any kids in here?
Let's back up.
See what Sierra said.
Where's the kids? Hey, any kids in here?
Did you hear what she said? She said we were tussling and he pulled and she stopped. About to lie. She lied.
Yeah.
Y'all need to go back.
I heard it. I mean, I don't know. Check with the chat.
Listen, let's one more time.
Where's the kids? Hey, any kids in here? Hey, where they at upstairs? Hey, are they upstairs? They're right here. Yeah. Hey, hold on. The weapon is under your foot, man.
I'm with you, Larissa.
Yeah, because now they've come to isolate the crime scene now. Clear the house out.
Wait a minute, because I think we missed the part, John. You started talking. Wait a minute, hold on. Let me back up.
Hey, hold on. The weapon is under your foot, man.
You hear he said the weapon is under your foot, ma'am. Y'all hear that? So not only is she lying, is she trying to hide the gun?
Yeah, she's trying to conceal evidence.
Because he clearly just said the weapon is under your foot, ma'am. Let's one more time for the one time.
Hey, are they upstairs? They're right here. Yeah. Hey, hold on. The weapon is under your foot, man. Get out of here. Y'all got gloves? I do not. See.
Absolutely. Wait, boss, I'm gonna need you to answer brown sugar. Answer brown sugar.
Hold on, let me scroll. If she didn't mean to do the crime, why was she trying to hide the evidence? I mean, hindsight is 20/20. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah,
you know, regardless if the intent was the killing or it was an accident, she's gonna be charged point blank. Period. So right now, at that point in time, now she's trying to make it seem like, okay, I didn't do it, because if you think when we was listening to her say, I didn't know it was one in the chamber, she was cocking that gun, and I feel like she removed that magazine at that time.
Yep.
I really do feel like she removed the magazine to go with her narrative.
Yep, absolutely.
I didn't know it was one in the chamber. Hell, the magazine wasn't even in the gun.
Right, that.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm not in her head. Like I said, I'm only going by what I heard. And
right.
I could be wrong, but who knows?
Yep, and his funeral is tomorrow. Yep, his funeral is tomorrow. Let's see what else they got going on. Wait a minute.
Yeah. Hey, anybody up here? Hey, it's the sheriff's department, okay? Y'all okay?
Wait. Wait. Eli stupid. Wait. Eli said, here you go, boss. Eli said, boss about to bail her out.
No, listen. Man, you know, I do a lot of true crime, and I look at things from what
he does. Yeah.
From what, you know, we call it devil's advocate, or what the evidence shows, what the defense, or what, you know, the defense,
what her defense could be. Right.
What they're gonna say, okay, what about this? What about this? She said this. This is what happened. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to bail out. Don't get it twisted. Like I said, I think she should go to prison. But it's a lot of you know, cases that we work that we are gun hole on. They did it. It's no. You have to look at everything, and that's all I'm doing.
Yeah.
Don't take me as I'm trying to give her an excuse, because I'm not. Like I said, she messed up big time, and she got to do the crime. I'm gonna do the time for the crime. Point blank.
Yeah.
Period. It is what it is.
Yeah,
what's going on, Will? Will then slid on up through here. What's going on, baby? We got Gigi, Joyce in here, Flower Boom. Yeah, we riding. So let's see what else is going. Oh, go ahead, John. I'm sorry.
Yeah, because for me, you know, from the time of the push, and we hear the push, the phone drops, and then get your hands off me. I told you to keep your hands off me. And it wasn't but shortly right after that we hear that shot go off.
Yeah.
That says she went someplace in the house to get this weapon, to get this gun.
Yeah. And one of the things, you know, when me and my smoke sisters, when we were going over this video, and when we heard the wind chimes, I thought it was wind chimes. And I was like, that, I mean, it kind of sent chills down my spine.
Right.
But when we blew up the audio, it's a phone. It's somebody's phone. Because when you hear the wind chimes, you can hear that zzz, zzz, like it's vibrating. That's somebody's phone. And it may be his. Because don't forget, he was on the phone.
Yeah, it was a very eerie sound.
Yeah. Yeah, that sends chills up my spine.
Hey, Pat, is there a back door?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Y'all got some shoes y'all can get on? Yeah. All right. Got some shoes.
Carla Silla.
I feel you, Carla. I feel you.
Go ahead, Carla.
Talk your talk.
That's it. Lay those cards on the table.
What's up, Will, forever?
Somebody got to play devil's advocate. I feel you.
I'm pretty sure they do have body cam footage.
They better.
Yeah. Yeah. You get a call that says shots fired over at 500.
Do not. I'm gonna leave it right here for right now. Okay. I'm about to bring these kids down. We'll go out the back.
You play dumb games, you get dumb prizes.
That's it. And now they about to bring the kids downstairs. They got to get the kids.
No ma'am, Miss Golden. No ma'am. They giving me hell in the chat, boy. They giving me hell.
They on your ass, boss.
They on my ass.
That's it.
Man, it's all love.
We'll bring them out back. Yeah, we're
How
going
many
out the back door.
That's the sliding glass door they're talking about, bringing the kids out through the back.
Downstairs? Yeah. All right.
It's a patio portion right outside the living room, in the living room area where they have a sliding glass door with vertical blinds covering it.
Yep, Carlo, you know we got you, baby. But one of the things Steele asked was because this is what we were told, that he tried to get the police to escort him to go get his stuff, and they didn't. Now look where we at with this.
Right, absolutely.
Do y'all think his parent or his mom would have a case against the police?
100%.
Okay.
100%. I do.
Because if he asked for an escort and they didn't, if he asked for an escort, what that told me was he knew, like, this could go all the way to the left. Whatever it is they was arguing about this time just seemed different.
The kids are 3 months, 1 year, 6 and 7. 6 and 7, or 7 and 8. Okay. 1
girl and 3 boys. Okay. They said somebody losing their Section 8 now. Y'all wait. Oh my God. Okay.
I love y'all too, man. It's all love.
Yeah, it's all love, you know.
Wow, we got 2 infants in here. Can we bring them also? It's in here, David. Okay. Hey, I was coming down with these 2 juveniles here. Y'all just look that way, okay?
Wait. We need to find them somewhere to go. Just take them out back right now.
Yeah, y'all go out here and back, sit down on the back porch, okay?
Yeah,
Can y'all do that for me?
Take care of them right now. Somebody needs to stay with them. We're not.
They're in that front bedroom. Hey, you want me to stay with them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Lady Love, them kids, yeah, that tears me up, man. Hey, Damon, what's going on, baby?
What up, Flauta? Love, fam. Yeah, when you hear these wind chimes, you can hear the phone vibrating. That's how we figured out this was a phone.
Mm-hmm.
It just was so eerie to me. Like, I don't know. Like, it just, I don't know. It just did something to my spirit when I heard that.
This is
Mississippi.
Mississippi, yeah.
Absolutely. That's what I said. That his uncle was probably like, wait a minute. Hey, Quantella, what's going on, baby? Yep. Carla, that's what I thought. I promise that's what I thought. I'm sure his uncle was panicking. Hey, Arnell.
If you can check him right now, really don't need to move nothing, like run no tests or anything, if you can just do that, because we gotta process the thing. Understand?
Did she say, I hope I get out?
Hit it back, because I didn't hear that.
What? Listen.
If you can check him right now, really don't need to move nothing, like run no tests or anything, if you can just do that, because we gotta process the thing. Understand?
Didn't she say, I hope I get out? Sierra said they had to sneak her out the back so wouldn't nobody see her. I bet they did. Because if his family was there, if they anything like my family, oh man, she wouldn't have made it.
Yeah, she would have had one in the back of us.
Oh man, that would have got real ugly real quick. You know,
dude, he didn't deserve that, man.
No. And he just was trying to leave.
Driven by emotions.
That's it. Ain't nothing else.
Okay. Do you guys have any information on him?
We don't, not yet.
King James, the truth in the building.
What's going on, King James?
Is there another way for us to
y'all can go through the bank if y'all want to do that.
Yeah, since he's got a monitor, I don't want to keep moving everything around.
Now understand this. Sierra, can you clean something up for us? Exactly where was he found? Was he outside the door, or was part of his body inside? Do you know exactly how he was found? But y'all see, like, while we wait on Sierra to answer that, did y'all see the police found the phone?
Mm-hmm.
But understand this, because when we got the video, we only had this. But what we found the other night was that there's more to it. We found a video that was about an hour, boss?
About 50 minutes.
Yep. So after he found this phone and we see the police officer pick up this phone, it's like he set it back down and went on about his business because the phone is still recording. So, Sierra, you said he was inside the house by the front door. See, that's what I thought.
Exactly. Yeah. That's what I said.
That's what I would figure too.
Yep. So,
and that's what the police actually said too.
Absolutely. And so one of the other things, because like I said, we found a video that was much longer. Okay. And it's a lot of conversation going on in the background. But there's one conversation that I need y'all to hear. And I blew it up a little bit, so I hope it don't mess with y'all ears. But I just want y'all to be able to clearly hear what the police is saying, because at this point, like I said, they're there. Everybody's there. But listen to this part of the audio, because this is the part we didn't hear. Listen to this.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, all right. Mm-hmm. That's almost like it's fighting on the floor or something. I mean, they're fighting and she pulled the gun. How the hell did he damn swing around like that? His body is not in that position. And the gun, they wasn't, because I mean, the gun's over here and he was shot in the back of the head and he fell that way. He was walking away and I bet she shot him.
Sounds like it's frozen.
Probably up on him or something. Or maybe another weapon somewhere else. Oh, she got it.
Oh, okay. Did y'all hear that, or do we need to play that again? Because the police are having a conversation about how his body landed, how he was positioned.
And they also stated, what about that gun?
That the magazine, they couldn't find the magazine, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
And the magazine wasn't in the gun.
I think that's a gun too, Carla.
So
yeah, I think that's her. I think that's her phone actually ringing like that, and I think somebody was trying to let her know that she was still alive.
They said, y'all say play it again, play it one more time.
Yeah, go ahead.
It sounded kind of choppy. It was freezing up on my side anyway.
Yeah, it was playing fine for me.
Playing fine for me, but we're gonna play it again just in case y'all missed it. But again, this is the conversation that the police is having.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, all right. Mm-hmm. That's almost like it's fighting on the floor or something. I mean, they're fighting and she pulled the gun. How the hell did he damn swing around like that? His body is not in that position. And the gun, they wasn't, because I mean, the gun's over here and he was shot in the back of the head and he fell that way. He was walking away and I bet she shot him. I don't have a clip in it. Does not. I don't have the mag in it. Probably up on him or something. Or maybe another weapon somewhere else. Oh, she got it.
The police knew she was lying.
Right,
they knew she was lying.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now let me ask this question because this is how we can actually figure out who phone that was. If she was live and her phone started ringing, would it interrupt her live?
I don't think it was her phone. I mean, unless she got two phones. But if I'm on the phone, your phone ain't gonna start ringing. Have you ever been on your phone and somebody, I mean, your phone don't start ringing?
She's on the live though.
On her phone.
Right. So you saying that if she's live, if someone calls your phone,
okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, I see if she was actually on
the phone, right?
Right. She was just live. And if we go back to Kanika's case, when Ty was live, we see a bunch of skips. It's because his phone was ringing and he actually answered it. But see, in this case, she's not answering it. If this is her phone ringing, which, it doesn't matter. It could, if it's his phone, it's his phone. If it's her phone, we just know the chimes is the phone ringing.
Okay, Carla said she said it'll ring even if you're on live.
Okay.
Desi said, I think that's his. Joyce said, yeah, it would interfere with the live. Okay. And understand this, when they process that scene, see, she's stupid. See, when they process the scene, you know, they're gonna look at all of these things, you know, the way his body was, you know, and when, like the clip that we just played, the guy say, I don't know if y'all heard him, when he like the hole right there. They're looking at the body. So they're right there next to him, looking at the body. And from that conversation, they didn't believe her. They wasn't believing that story that she was trying to feed them.
Yeah, the evidence didn't match.
It didn't match. Because remember, the one officer said, he was like, it looked like they was fighting on the floor, but nah, they couldn't have been. Yeah. And then the magazine gone. Where the magazine go? She
cuffed that thing somewhere. We know it's somewhere in the house or somewhere in the yard. We do know that because she ain't have time to go nowhere.
Right. That's right. For all we know, she gave it to her mama. I don't trust her neither. I don't trust her. Because the mama, you know, will she have evidence for her daughter? I think she would. She ain't man going down there to cook while they were fighting.
Well, there's a closet next to that front door.
I love this right here.
And, you know, you figure, hey, if you got the gun from there, you put the magazine back in there somehow.
Yeah, she took that magazine out
because of the proximity of the doorway, the closet, and the living room.
Right. And we had a layout. Yeah, we have the layout.
Which is right there.
Boss, can you take that comment down for me real quick?
Okay, got you. My fault.
No, you're okay. I just want them to be able to see.
Yeah, so to the left of the screen, hopefully everybody can see that clearly. You have the living room downstairs layout where they were. To the right of it is going to be the upstairs portion of the apartment. We know that they were downstairs in the living room area. Now, if you see where the word living room is, to the left, the lower left-hand corner, you'll see that half circle and then a straight line. That's the front door. So it's a very narrow area here. And then you have the staircase that takes you from the living room area that goes up the stairs. It's a 2-flight staircase that takes you upstairs to the bedroom. Now, keeping your eyes over to the left where the stair part is, just to the right of it is a closet area. It's a double French door closet and then a step-in bathroom. From where his body was in the living room and how quickly she left him to get that gun.
Yo, John.
Yeah.
Check this out.
That's not.
Okay, hold up.
Lived in a 4-bedroom townhouse. Okay. All right. So we only have 3 bedrooms here. Okay.
No, so we got 4. Wait a minute. I got you. I got it.
All right.
Yeah, I found it while I look for it.
You found it? Okay, very good.
No, I gotta put it over here on the side.
Okay.
Appreciate that, Sierra.
Yeah, very good.
Wait a minute.
We definitely don't want to put out false information.
Absolutely. And that's why we grabbed both. We grabbed the 3-bedroom and the 4 because we knew she had multiple children, you know. And then when you're dealing with Section 8 properties, they're only going to give you what, you know.
What's going to fit the family.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. I wanted to, oh, wait, hold on. I was about to say, while I search for it, you want to play that Facebook video showing the inside of the house?
Let's see, we still got it. Oh man, it's gonna disappear from the private chat.
Wait a minute here. I got it over here. Hold on.
Yeah, just put it in the private chat. I play it.
Okay, gotcha.
Hey, that's what teamwork is all about.
Absolutely.
Teamwork, baby. Teamwork make the dream work.
There you go.
Okay, there you go, boss.
Got it.
All right.
Just so they could see what the inside of that house looked like.
All right.
And really, that made when you see that, like when we saw this, we was like, oh.
And we're gonna keep it muted, you know what I'm saying, because of the music.
Yeah.
Oh Lord. You don't keep inbox messaging me. Goodness gracious.
So I'm gonna put it over here.
Wow, 323 folks up in here hanging out with us on the round table. Thank you so much for being here.
This Friday night?
Yes.
Most definitely.
Is there a way you can blow that up, boss?
Yeah, give me 1 second.
All right. Okay. And so you've got her in a downstairs living room area. You've got him in the background with an open closet door. And if this is what she does all day, this hurts my eyes to see.
This is what she do. This is what she's doing all day.
I mean, people get wrapped up so much in social media. I mean, it's really sad to see.
It really is.
That's just my point of view regarding it. Sad to see this.
But you see how it's made. I mean, he going up the steps right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
And the kitchen is right across from.
It's right under her left elbow.
Yep.
Right where her left arm is right now, in that direction. She's pointing in that direction, right over her shoulder. It's the open doorway. Leads right into the kitchen area. The stairs is adjacent the doorway. Now you can see it clearly. So when you come down the stairs, all the way down, the first thing that you would have access to is that kitchen area.
There you go. And if he'd have went straight, he'd have walked straight into the kitchen.
Would have walked straight into it. Mm-hmm. This is the exact area they were in when they were arguing.
Yeah, they right there. And like if y'all notice on the right where that it looked like maybe like a clock or some type of wall, maybe a mirror.
Mm-hmm.
The door to lead outside is right there.
Yeah. And this definitely appears to be like a wraparound type situation where you can go into the kitchen one way and then come out another.
Yeah.
Through and through. Yeah.
Absolutely. So we just wanted y'all to get because all of this commotion is going on right here in this little hallway. It's a tight space.
And you see him just coming out the kitchen.
I don't know. Let's see what Sierra say. No, she didn't work. He worked 2 jobs, provided her with a vehicle, and all. Was truly a good man that loved his kids. And I believe that. No doubt about it.
Yeah.
What up, Neutral? What up, bro?
She had him doing way too much.
What's going on, Neutral?
Neutral's in the house.
We're going to do Speak Your Piece in a minute, bro.
Yeah. And you could tell. Look at her. Look at her. This is what she's doing. This what her day is like. Okay.
Now, this video was posted on what day? Do we have that information?
Let me see if I can pull that up.
Because I was about to say
Yeah, because
I'll have to minimize this. Real
quick. Okay. We'll get to it. We have
the date?
Specific date. It would give us a time.
Then I just got the link. Let me see. Let me click these comments. Maybe it got a. No, it's not gonna tell me.
Nah, because they comment on.
Yeah. So this
events.
Right.
Yeah. So I don't know when this video was posted, but because I believe they took her page down. Because when I went trying to find it, I couldn't find it no more.
And most likely they did that because now it's an open case.
Absolutely, Larissa. He was doing what a man is supposed to do. Take care of his family. But I think she get a check. Look at her.
She got to. First and the 15th, baby. First and the 15th, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, she got bailed. I don't know if she actually got bailed out, but they did give her a bond.
Right. Because
700. What was it? 750,000.
Mm-hmm. And she on Section 8. I think she's still sitting there right where she's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And now understand this. And boss, you could remove this real quick.
Okay. All right. Gotcha.
Understand this. So when I was asking everybody, I'm like, okay, well, why would she do this? And the days leading up to this, she was posting stuff like this, y'all. This.
Sierra says she's still locked up.
National Sale and Lease Manager F's his employees, Jeremy Rockburn. This is the type of information she's putting on Facebook about her husband. About her husband. And then it was this one. I have a bisexual husband, Jeremy Rock Brown. Really? She real messy. Real messy. And I wouldn't even wanted nobody to know my husband was bisexual, even if that was
exactly. Even if it's not true, why would you put that out there?
She didn't want no other woman to want him. So they figure if they put out this type of information, it's gonna slow down the action for him. You understand?
She just don't know how bad that make her look, if that's true.
If it's true.
And it could fit into a timeline as well, depending on when these two posts were actually posted up, the dates.
It was like, if I wasn't mistaken at the time, it was like 6 days prior or 4 to 6 days prior.
What up, Crucial K? Crucial K, what happened, homie?
Crucial K in the building. There you go with no shirt on. You better get on out of here like that. I didn't told you.
Because you can see the commentaries now leading up, to this particular event, how they were communicating with each other, or how she was communicating about him at the time just before this happened.
That's right.
Yeah.
And when I saw this post, it told me that, they had been together since, she said, middle school. She said they never stopped loving each other. So they've been together for a very long time. Very long time.
And just like Sierra said earlier, he knew how to handle her. And we going back to a lot of people, when I understand why people say the mom should have did something. I think he probably knew how to handle her better than the mom did. Absolutely. I know that sounds crazy.
Yeah.
But I think the mom probably was scared of her, like, especially when she got a gun in her hand. He didn't show fear. I think the mom was scared.
Right.
And I could be wrong, but I don't think he thought she was going to shoot him. That's why he turned his back to her.
Yep. Like she capping. She's still capping.
Exactly. She capping. She ain't gonna shoot me.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Sierra, I don't know if anything like this happened before. Has she ever pulled the gun on him before?
Because it sounded like they was toxic.
Toxic as hell.
Yeah.
Or if there was any type of DV police reports previous to this, that's going to be a part of it.
Absolutely. They're going to make that a part of this case.
How many times did they have to go over there because they were being toxic with each other?
Right.
And when he had requested, if he did,
exactly, that's what I
an
was just
escort by the police, telling them that he was going over there to remove his things, they were breaking up, yada, 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 and they didn't respond in accordance because of previous reports on them, then that's going to show up as well.
Right.
Now, Sierra said she tried to run him over about 2 weeks prior.
See?
Wow.
See, I believe it.
Yeah, I believe
it. And I put that layout over here.
Okay.
This is the 4-bedroom layout.
Oh, very good. Very good. All right.
And so that's why we were saying she had to have gone maybe to the closet to get the gun. Because it's right there. Like, it ain't, we don't hear her, move away for a minute and then come back. No. Wherever this gun was, it was close.
Yeah, now that's more like it, because we see the double entry in the kitchen, so that works.
Yep, that's right. Yep, that's right.
Got the double door, sliding glass door in the upper area where the patio is. That's right. Okay.
And look, there's a bedroom downstairs. Remember in that video, boss?
I told you. I told you.
Yeah, so she may have either went into the closet or the bedroom.
Yeah.
Now, what most people would think, you would keep a gun away from children.
Yeah.
Because they are curious, between 1 and 5. They walk around and start opening up doors and what's this and what's that kind of stuff. So I believe maybe now that gun was in the bedroom and she walked back there to get it.
That's true. Yeah.
I knew that was a bedroom. Sierra is bedroom number 1. Is that the master? Is that their bedroom?
Yeah, that would be downstairs. Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be downstairs.
I knew it. I knew that looked like a bedroom to me.
Because it ties a timeline between the time he pushed her.
Oh, shit, my fault.
Then that space of time until the shot. So yeah, that would be my estimation on that. She went into that bedroom, got that gun, knew where it was. It was probably in the top drawer somewhere.
Right.
Easy access. She knew it. He knew it. He knew where it was. She knew where it was.
Mm-hmm.
And the gun is only there to protect the family against outside intruders.
Absolutely.
If you got to handle something while I'm at work, you know where it is. Boom.
Mm-hmm.
And nobody's going to mess with you.
Right. Desi brought up this post right here, y'all, where this girl was being messaged. Hey, sexy, how you been? Call me. This Jeremy you work with at National Sale and Lease. And I'm going to be honest, I think that was her.
Yeah.
Because she seemed messy like that.
She never responded. Like that girl never responded.
And then if it was him, he had to remind her who he was. No.
Yeah, right.
I can't go with that.
Yeah,
I think this was her because she seemed messy.
Probably trying to bait her out.
Yeah, she seemed real messy. But, one of the questions that I asked y'all, in that poll, I was like, because I kept hearing people say postpartum depression. And I'm like, really? I couldn't ride with it. I didn't really understand that. But you got to understand that, when it comes to postpartum depression, it's after us women, we had these babies. But you can't just do something messed up like this and then be like, postpartum depression. There has to be, it requires a medical diagnosis. So now let me ask y'all, let me pose this question to y'all. If it's on paper that she's been medically diagnosed with postpartum depression, would y'all give her a pass? Would y'all give her a pass?
That's a good question.
You're asking me? No, I wouldn't give her a pass. No,
I ain't giving her no pass. I can't.
No, because
we would.
She was in her right state of mind at the time. There was nothing medically interfering with her ability to argue with this man.
Yeah.
She didn't appear to be under the influence of alcohol or anything that would have clouded her judgment in some way, shape, or form. She was clear. She was up. She was walking. She was laying her hands on him.
Yeah.
You know, and talking just as coherently as we are tonight. So no, I'm not going to give her a pass.
Right.
That's me. No pass.
No pass. I can't. I ain't got no passes for her. No.
It's 100% no in the chat.
No pass.
But understand this: you got some people who are defending her based off of this, and understand this. Like I said, what we just showed y'all, you have to be medically diagnosed to be part of this postpartum depression.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And so, because if not, that would mean every woman that's in here in this chat tonight, we can do whatever we want to do right after we have a baby and be like, yep, we're gonna get away with it.
Absolutely.
No,
that's a terrible thought.
Right.
Ms. Donna, you're right. we wouldn't give her a pass, but the system may do it.
Yep. Because we you know, she still get a defense, y'all.
Yes, she does.
That's her right.
That's her right. Absolutely.
You know, and one of the things that we found when we were looking into the postpartum depression was that it said that many healthcare providers use an Edinburgh postnatal depression scale. And we was like, okay, well, what is that? So then I got to looking around and I told Boss and them, I was like, y'all, I done found the test. We done found the test, and we're gonna show it to y'all because this is how they screen for postpartum depression. Let's go ahead and pull this test up here. The Edinburgh postnatal depression scale.
Now, can you see this clearly? Is this big enough?
Yes. Yeah, that's perfect.
I took us off the screen.
Very good.
I'm with you, Will. Murder is murder at the end of the day. But
straight up.
Yep. Straight like that.
Up. Straight up. You're going to get a gun to do what with? What is a gun used for?
Absolutely.
She wasn't outside hunting.
Right. You know?
That's right. That's right. So we're talking about a what? 9mm shell casing was found.
No, Miss Golden. I'm not.
You know, no magazine in the gun. So he probably smelt it for gunfire residue and knew it was the gun that shot this guy in the back of the head. Because they did bring up the question then, well, do you think there may be a second gun? And I heard no. Because the first thing that a police officer would do is check the gun to see it had been fired. And the way you do that is just smell the chamber or smell the barrel. And you'll know if it's been fired. You'll have GSR residue all over the gun, and they'll find GSR all over her too.
Yep. And they're going to test for it. Trust and believe.
They will.
They're going to test for that. But this right here, and we ain't got to go through all of it, but this is what I want y'all to know, because I don't know if I got any new mothers in the chat, but if you are, I'm going to need you to take this test. You understand? We got to make sure your mental together. But because again, I understand that postpartum depression is real. I get it. I do. But you know, a lot of times, especially our people, you know, we don't go to the doctor for things. You know, we think Benadryl solve all the, you know, we don't go. But what if there was something really wrong with her? Because she sounds slow to me.
That was before the pregnancy. That was when she came out the womb. That's what I feel. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. We got some new mothers in here. Congrats. Yeah, Sierra, but I'm gonna need y'all to take this test. You know what I'm saying? Sierra, you a new mother too? Congrats, baby. Younger's a new mother. Absolutely. Congrats. You know, but this test right here, and we just want to make sure, you know, we got to educate too while we, you know, while we at the round table.
YJ in the building. What's going on, bro?
What's going on, YJ?
YJ, all right.
He said he don't see how these tests prove anything.
We actually went through this test. John, I was about to say, just fill it in. Just read a couple things and
right.
fill it in so that we can get to the bottom of it.
All right. So we've got the questionnaire below is called the Edinburgh Postnatal Depression Scale, EDPS. The EDPS was developed to identify women who may have postpartum depression. Each answer is given a score of 0 to 3. The maximum score is 30. So it says here, please select the answer that best comes closest to how you have felt in the past 7 days. So reading the questions down the line, I have been able to laugh and see the funny side of things. One answer is as much as I always could. Not quite so much now. Definitely not so much now, or not at all. So just as a demonstration tonight, we're going to fill in some of these and see what we score. I've been able to laugh and see the funny things of life. I have looked forward with enjoyment to things. As much as I ever did, rather less than I used to, definitely less than I used to, hardly at all. I blame myself unnecessarily when things went wrong. Yes, most of the time. Yes, some of the time. Not very often. No, never. Yes, most of the time. I've been anxious or worried for no good reason. No, not at all. Hardly ever. Yes, sometimes. Yes, very often. I felt scared or panicky for no good reason. Yes, quite a lot. Yes, sometimes. No, not much. No, not at all. Yes, sometimes. Things have been getting on top of me. Overwhelm. Yes, most of the time, I haven't been able to cope at all. Yes, sometimes I haven't been able to cope as well as usual. No, most of the time I've coped quite well. No, I've been coping as well as ever. Yes, sometimes. I've been so unhappy that I have had difficulty sleeping. Yes, most of the time. Yes, sometimes. Not very often. No, not at all. Yes, sometimes. I felt sad or miserable. Yes, most of the time. Yes, quite often. Not very often. No, not at all. Yes, quite often. I've been so unhappy that I've been crying. Yes, most of the time. Yes, quite often. Only occasionally. No, never. Quite often. And number 10, the thought of harming myself has occurred to me. Yes, quite often. Sometimes. Hardly ever. Never. Sometimes.
And look at the score. 22. So a score of more than 10 suggests minor or major depression may be present. Further evaluation is recommended. So again, and you know, if you're a new mother, I'm gonna put the link to this in the description when it's over. Because if you're a new mother, you might want to check this out. And I want y'all to look at this right here. Because Papa Gambino, he said, how many new fathers in here? You know. Much love for the new father.
Salute.
We ain't forgot about y'all, baby. You know, but this is one of them things where I was like, you know, because I kept seeing this being floated around, and me personally, I ain't riding with it. But I asked the question on whether or not, you know, did this have anything to do with postpartum depression, or if this was you know, premeditated murder. How many of y'all feel like this was premeditated?
Here we go. Put a 1 in the chat if you feel like it is. Put a 2 if you don't.
Yeah, so this is a short psychological evaluation that's given just as a test, but she will be tested for this and substance, everything. They're going to run her more through an Edinburgh test than what we've seen here on the screen tonight.
Right. And like, so what I did a few days ago was I put up a poll. And so this was the results. Uh-oh, John, you want to let me take this one down. This was the results. I said, do you think this was a result of postpartum depression or premeditated murder? And right before we went live, this was the results. 86% said premeditated murder. Now, let's look at what they're charging her with. They're charging her with murder. That's what they told us at first. But then when we found this, y'all see it says murder in the second degree. Murder in the second degree. So then, of course, you know, we wanted to know, okay, well, let's look at what second degree murder is. There you go. An intentional killing that was not premeditated. What y'all think about that? Because clearly that's what they're charging her with. We just saw it.
Mm-hmm.
What y'all thinking?
And one thing I did bring up a little discussion backstage yesterday, I believe. You hit somebody with a stick versus hitting somebody. Okay, let's say hit somebody with a stick in the head versus hitting somebody in the head with a hammer. Think about it. You hit somebody in the head with a hammer, you're trying to kill them.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. You hit somebody in the head with a broomstick, nah, not so much. So we know she pointed a gun at this man's head.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That was no stick.
That was no stick. That was the hammer.
Right.
So I know you might say, well, boss, you contradicting yourself. I just don't feel like she meant to pull or either hit him in the head. Like I said, somebody in the chat put, maybe she wanted to shoot the gun to scare him. But again, go ahead.
No, I'm sorry, boss. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. I'm good.
I mean, I'm just thinking, you know, with that, I'm going to kill you. Murder scene. And then he dead.
That's
2 + 2 = 4.
Absolutely. I agree with you 100%. If they go by what she said prior to pulling that trigger, it's premeditated because she said she was going to do it. Point blank period. She said she was going to do it. So how can you not say it's not premeditated? So I get what everybody's saying. So, you know, it is what it is. She gonna ride that.
Yeah, go ahead, boss. I'm sorry.
She gonna hopefully she do the time that she deserves, and I feel like she should do life in prison. That's how I feel.
Yeah,
because that man didn't do anything to warrant what she did to him. Especially hearing from Miss Sierra in the chat, he loved his kids.
Right.
He was a good father. He worked 2 jobs.
And you seen him, if you go to his Facebook page, because his is still up, you see him with his children. He's with his kids. He was proud of his kids. So I could see him being a good father. When I saw when I went through his Facebook page, because I was all up and through there, but he seemed like a proud father. He got with the wrong one. She wasn't it.
Yeah,
I'm with you, Lena. It's still murder.
It's still murder. Yeah. I agree.
Murder is murder. And that, like I said, is malice of forethought.
That's a good question, Fire Mama.
She had the thought in mind before the actual occurrence of it.
Right.
Difference.
Fire Mama, that's a real good question. What is the time sentence difference in that state?
You want to go ahead and do speaker piece?
Yeah, let's go on here. Y'all come
on.
I
want to hear from the people.
Yeah, let's get started.
Yeah, let's go hear from the people.
Yeah.
But again, we appreciate y'all for tuning in and rocking with us. And
we just wanted to try to get to the bottom of it. But yeah, let's go ahead we're gonna put the link in the chat. Because I know some of y'all got something to say.
Oh yeah.
And we welcome y'all here to speak your piece. And Sierra, if you still in the chat, I would love to hear from you too.
Most definitely. If you still here,
yeah,
click that link. We definitely would love to hear from you.
Sweet all the time said they screamed for their daddy when she shot him, and they did. That was the first thing. I want my daddy.
It's hard to listen to.
And she's so jealous because she put me in the mind of one of them type of women who was probably even jealous of his relationship with his own children.
Yeah. Oh, they piling in. Let's get to it.
All right.
We're gonna bring up our first person, which was Miss Joanna.
Hi guys. I
hey.
Miss you.
Hey, Joanna.
I miss and love you guys.
We love you too.
I actually been in YouTube rehab for the last 30-something days, and you're the first link I hit.
Uh-oh.
Wow.
I have to put myself in YouTube rehab sometimes. But I'll have to kind of agree and disagree with the premeditatory part. Premeditatory to me means as you planned it and then you carried out. What I heard her do was make a promise and go along with that promise at that time. You get what I'm saying? When she said, I'm going to take you out, she did it, but I didn't hear her say like, last week I was talking about doing it and I'm going to do it now. That's premeditated as far as I'm concerned.
But you have to understand too, premeditation can be within minutes. It don't require weeks of planning.
Mm-hmm.
So my thing is this, and this is just how I'm looking at it, Jay. I ride with you, baby.
Right. Yeah. No, we all got our opinion.
When she thought, let me go get this gun, to me, it was
yeah, at that moment.
It was intent.
At that moment, it was intent, yes.
Yeah.
And when I made the comment about, maybe she would, had some type of issue with the relationship he had with his children. 45 put in the chat, she said that's probably why she said, yo daddy dead. You know what I mean? That's something to think about.
Yeah, no, I understand. Yeah, because you know how you can, like, some things can just be left open and everybody will look at it at a different way, so I value everyone's opinion, or you know what I mean,
right?
And yeah, so at that moment is what you're saying, that it became premeditated, then that's what it was like in your view. In my view, I just thought as though, if somebody say, I'm gonna kill your ass, at that moment, sometimes we throw out those little threats and not go through with it, but she did go through with it. You get what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So it's just unfortunate.
Yeah,
she did go through with it,
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna jump down, guys, so everybody else can come up. I love you guys, and I hope to see you more.
Appreciate you, Joanna.
All right, y'all be good.
Right,
Have
Joanna.
a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Easter.
You too.
You too. Thank you.
Okay.
I love. All right. Thank you, Miss Joanna. Next up, we got Miss Donna Johnson. Y'all welcome Miss Donna up to
Donna Johnson's in the building.
Let me put her up here by herself.
Hey, Miss Donna.
Hey, Keys. What's up, John and Boss?
What's going on, Miss Johnson?
I have a couple of things. I think it was premeditated, and I think that's why she continued to provoke him, because she wanted that response. She was hoping that he was going to respond in a way that was going to be violent towards her, and that would have justified her pulling that gun on him.
I agree.
Right.
I totally agree that it was premeditated. Also, you all keep calling that girl slow. That may work to her advantage.
Bingo.
Absolutely.
That may work to her advantage.
Bingo.
The fact that she is slow. So I think she deserves to rot in prison. I feel so sad for their kids because they have lost everything. Sierra was saying that his mom has the kids, and I think that's the best place for them because her mom is toxic as well. Absolutely. And I think she bears some responsibility for what happened.
I agree. And
because
now
if she wasn't going to be there to neutralize the situation, why even be there as a mother?
Right. That's right.
Yeah,
now let me ask.
She will be to some degree culpable because she was there.
Right. Now let me ask the chat real quick. Do y'all think her mother should be charged for something? And if so, what?
For the one in the chat. You added an extra question there.
If we are to charge her mother, because her mother was being real messy. Real messy.
Yeah, but her mom wasn't the one who ultimately took the action that she took. She may have egged that on by continuing to go with the rah-rah that was going on.
Right.
But ultimately, she made the decision to go get that gun and do what she did.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Of her own volition.
I'm gonna just keep quiet. They gonna jump on my ass.
Keep
quiet. They gonna jump on my ass.
Y'all got boss talking about he gonna be quiet.
Go ahead and speak, boss.
It was certain moments where, like she said, y'all gonna sit down somewhere. I ain't come over here for that.
Yeah.
I feel like moments like that could take the blame off of her a little bit. Now there are moments where she was like, "Yeah, what's this conversation?" I guess he wanted to say something to them or something. I'm not sure. But at those times, okay, I understand why people say, yeah, she was egging it on. But it was certain times that she was trying to, like, y'all chill out, man.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I think when she saw things starting to turn, as far as from her daughter's perspective, is when she was saying, I didn't come here for that, especially when he kept telling her, get your hands off of me. Don't put your hands on me no more. She saw that his demeanor was starting to turn too. And that's when she said, I didn't come here for that. Y'all need to get somewhere and sit down. But to me, she could have done more than that. She could have took her daughter out the damn house when she saw the situation was escalating.
True.
Yeah.
Right.
True.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Or just tell him, go to work.
Yeah, you go ahead and go on. Go get what you're gonna get and you go on.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. That's right.
Yeah.
That's all I got for y'all. But I think that girl's slowness gonna play to her advantage. I really do.
We will definitely
see.
Ms. Johnson. Thank you.
All right. Y'all have a good night.
You too.
Yes, you too.
Amazing 80 said no, because her wait a minute, let me see, where was it at? The mom didn't commit a crime. And she didn't.
She didn't. We next up we got Miss Danny J. Let's bring up Miss Danny J. Uh-oh.
Danny, you are on mute.
What the heck?
I think she dropped down.
Ooh.
She did.
Yeah, she looked like she did.
Okay.
We'll wait for you to come back, but we're gonna go on to the next one, which is Larissa?
Mm-hmm.
This is Miss Larissa Golden.
Hey everyone, how y'all doing?
Hello, how you doing?
I'm doing great. Okay, boss. I love you, baby. I really do.
She coming for me. Let's go.
Yes, I have to, boss. I love you.
Let's get it.
This is called tough love.
I love it. Go ahead. I'm for it.
I don't understand what you're not seeing or hearing, but I disagree. I really do.
Break it down. Break it down for me. On what I said. Let's go.
She kept antagonizing him, kept putting him down, kept rah-rah in his face. How much more can a man take, for one? Or anybody, for two? And for him to try to keep his cool, try to get away from the situation, he couldn't really move. She was on his butt every step of the way.
Right.
And that bothers me. And what really hurts me the most is the children.
All right.
When they scream for their father and to see and hear and witness that, it's going to F them up for a very long time.
Right.
Right.
But I'm so glad because the question I was going to ask was, who have the children? Thank God it's not her mother because she's no better either. For the simple fact that, no, I don't think she should go to jail for it, but I do feel she could have done a lot more. She could have grabbed her, take her outside, or take her to a room, or anything. But she was trying to diffuse it somewhat, but mostly she was co-signing, egging her on. And I feel as a mother, you know your child, and she's feeding off on you because you egging her on to keep acting stupid. And saying, hey, look, don't but she didn't do none of that. None of it. Now, I definitely feel that it was definitely premeditated because for what Sierra said, she's trying to run him over prior.
Right.
And that's a new piece of information we didn't know about.
Right.
Situation too.
Yeah, we got Miss Sierra coming up after Charity.
She
so
coming.
We definitely gonna hear from her shortly.
Well, I'm gonna jump down because I'm ready to hear Miss Sierra. Thank you, Miss Sierra, for enlightening us of the odds and ends that we don't know about this family. And I want everybody to be safe. Boss, I love you, babe.
Love you too, baby.
I'm always riding. And John Q, you the man, baby. See ya.
Okay,
baby. All right, next up, we got Miss Charity Young, and after her, we got Sierra. So let's bring up Miss Charity.
Miss Charity is in the building.
What's going on, everybody?
What's going on, my smoke sister?
Smoke sister in the building.
Yeah, I normally don't do this, but tonight I had to.
Right.
I had to. I play the background, but not tonight. Yeah, because I'm on her. I'm gonna keep the cussing to a minimum because Keys know I can cuss like a lady.
Look, you're gonna have to stay there for the smoke session, baby.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep the cussing to a minimum, but I'm on her because the whole thing just seems like it was a plot to me. Because why would you even get on Facebook Live? You knew he was coming. You waited on him to get there. Then when he got there, it was a whole provoking, well, put your hands on me. You the one that hit me. You hit me. Do it now. Do it now. She called her mama there to amp her up. And everybody want to blame the mama, but the mama couldn't handle her.
Thank you.
She couldn't control her.
Thank you.
So, you know what I'm saying? She was just as scared, or, you gotta say that she's neutral in the situation because as far as that goes, because she couldn't control her.
Right. That's right. I agree with that. Her mama couldn't do nothing with her.
Yeah, she ain't the brightest crayon in the box.
Not at all. I mean, I'm like, both of them slow. God forgive me, but both of them slow.
Yeah, and I think
she demonstrated a bipolar type. Aura. That's what I picked up from her just being on the Facebook Live.
Yep.
Up until she kept getting in his face, kept aggravating, kept agitating, kept building it up, wanting him to react and respond, to her. And he's trying to, do his thing to get up out of that house. And she's preventing that. She's blocking doorways. She's following him, and up until the point it escalated, up until it got physical. Now that's the part that's going to be challenged in this. When did it get physical? And it's the time he pushed her. Now he's laying her hands on her to get him up off him.
Right.
And now she's retaliating by responding to go get a gun.
But just like you said, John, he responded to her. And if you think about what happens when police come to domestic violent homes, when they get called, they want to know who did what.
Who did what first?
This was all live. They know what she was doing.
Yeah.
So she gotta be the dumbest person to go live, show the world what she's doing, and think she can kill this man and she's gonna get away with it. No, you can try that with somebody else.
Well, she had a mental
But
block.
also, though, let me put this on your name. Normally, I would say this for a smoke session, but what if she had this planned? What if, you know what I'm saying? We can't, I'm just hypothetically speaking. What if she was, okay, because I know her kind, I know her type.
Right.
She's the type of chick that's all about the money, okay? So what if she had this plan because that meant them kids could get Social Security from this man passing away? You know what I'm saying? She already receives a check.
Right.
And she's already tried to do something to him before.
Right.
And she has a mental health condition as considered a disability.
Right.
She could use her mental disability as a get off.
Right. Yep. And I definitely
like I said,
play a factor.
Yeah. I said it in the chat. I'm like, she plays that slow role, but she's not as slow as everybody thinks she is, because you can tell the way how everything was calculated on this live, y'all. She was totally calculated. Everything, her moves was calculated.
Yep.
And I stand on that.
Yeah, the worst case scenario that could happen out of a second-degree murder charge, though, the charge can be dropped down if medically speaking, they find certain things that are a part of taking away the intention, and they could drop down to involuntary manslaughter.
Right.
Worst case scenario, she is going to do time. She took a life. No doubt.
Right.
So the DA feels that, hey, second-degree murder, based on the evidence that he's got on his table right now. But I'm sure that as they, continue to do a thorough investigation, canvass the area, talk to friends, neighbors, relatives, acquaintances, and so forth, they'll be able to pile on additional information circumstantially to say whether the second-degree murder charge is going to hold or not.
Yeah.
Because I don't think I would agree with that charge.
They have to hold her with this charge right here up until they're able to find it.
Yeah, I believe it. I believe it, but I don't agree with that charge, because once they really review these tapes and they hear her say, "Oh, murder scene, I'm about to kill you," that's premeditation right there.
Yeah, and that's where I'm at with it. It just seemed like mentally she's not always together, and like I said, play a factor for sure.
Yeah, that elevator won't go to the top floor.
Right. So I know
may not have been in the building.
Right. Right. That's right.
But we definitely appreciate you, Miss Charity.
Yes, I'm gonna jump in. I also wanted to say, boss, you need to come back to one of our sessions. John came back. We on bite. At least not hard.
I'm coming. Now that I know I'm welcome, I will be there. I promise you.
Yeah, come on.
Bet.
That's
got
it. That's it. I appreciate it.
Have a good one.
Much love, Charity.
Now, understand this. I know. Now, here's the thing. I really would have liked to end the Speak Your Piece with Sierra.
I did,
because I feel like she gonna have a lot to say.
Yeah.
So, Sierra, if you don't mind, just hold tight, baby, because I really want to end Speak Your Piece with you. So I don't want you to think, oh, they overlooked. No, but your words is gonna be important. Everybody's word is important, but the fact that you were there, I would love to hear from you last.
All right, so the people we have up here now, we're gonna end it here with the last person, me and KJDT. We got Miss Tanya, Drama Free, and KJDT, of course. Then we're gonna go to Miss Sierra. We're gonna let her finish it off.
Yeah, we're gonna let Sierra take us on up out of here.
All right, we're gonna go to Miss Tanya. So sit tight, Miss Sierra. We're not ignoring you. We want you to end it off. What's up, Miss Lumpkins?
Hey,
What's going on? I wanted to come up because I want to be on boss side. Nobody's on boss's side, so
appreciate you.
I'm a represent for boss. As far as the young lady that was just up, I really disagree about the whole Facebook thing, it being premeditated. If she was saying that she wanted to kill this man, I do not believe she would have went on Facebook Live.
Thank you.
There's no way this girl would have did this on Facebook Live. I also, as far as the mom is concerned, I think if you listen to what the mom is saying in the beginning, they called the mom. The husband might have even called the mom too. They wanted her over there. I don't know if they wanted her over there the night before to keep the kids, but she was like, I got things to do too. I can't always be over here. And so she came over there. And so you were saying they were having arguments the night before. So I think something happened the night before. They wanted the mom to come over. So now the mom was over there and she like, what's going on, y'all? Let's talk about it. But they kept saying, what's the conversation? What's the conversation? So that they could come to some kind of conclusion.
Right.
And yeah, the mom, she was not making the situation any better, but that's just the type of person she is. That's that whole family. They just cackles. They rah chicks in your face, rah in your face. Yeah, and so all that talking, I believe she talked. The wife, she just does a lot of talking. Yes, she's saying I'm gonna kill you, but I don't think she meant it. And then also, if you listen to her, she said she didn't know the bullet was in the chamber, and they were saying, I was asking because the magazine wasn't in there, can there be a bullet in the chamber? And I think that she clicked the gun and didn't know there was a bullet in the chamber. And yes, she aimed it at him and everything, but I do not believe that she meant to shoot him and that she knew that the bullet was going to come out. That's my stance on it.
Thank you, Ms. Lumpkins. Thank you very much.
Solid.
I mean,
now, do I believe?
I like the way you put that. I do like the way you put that.
Do I believe she need to go to jail? Yeah,
absolutely.
You're talking too much. You stupid. You did some stupid things, and so stupid does. I'm sorry. Your life is over.
It's over.
I don't believe that she meant to do it.
Well, we appreciate you. Well, I definitely appreciate you. They was on my ass, boy.
They was on you, man. I had to come up here and rescue you.
Tanya, do you believe more, Miss Tanya, that it was the heat of the moment?
Oh, most definitely. Yeah, yeah. And like y'all said, they fight all the time. That's what they do. They've been together 7 years. They fight. I mean, I believe that would have happened a long time ago if she really wanted to kill him. They've been together 7 years, and I think this was just a big mistake.
I want to ask this one question, but Miss Sierra gonna come up in a minute. Being that
we're gonna have a lot of questions for Miss Sierra.
At the fact that she tried to run him over 2 weeks prior, as she stated.
Yeah.
Can you add that to this story and say, yeah, her intentions was to kill him?
No, I believe that she tried to run him over 2 weeks before. I believe she probably done did a whole lot of other things too, but she when she was trying to run him over, you heard she tried to.
Right.
And was she really gonna run him over?
I got what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I believe she probably done did a lot of things to him, but just like she was hitting on him and all of that. Oh, and one more thing I was gonna say is when she got the gun, if you listen to it, she went and got that gun before that phone dropped because they were struggling when the phone dropped, and then he was like, she got a gun, she got the gun on me. So I don't know if she was waving the gun and things, and then a little ways down, that's when the shot happened. If you really listen. So, but anyway.
Yeah, I feel you, Tanya, but baby,
you ain't with me. You ain't with me. So I understand.
It's
I
all
mean,
good though.
because I'm open minded, right?
Okay.
And so
Okay.
I want to hear what everybody got to say, but I'm just like, to hear the murder scene, like to me, all of that is a 2 + 2 = 4 situation, because all that crap she was talking in the beginning is what ended up happening. Like I don't know.
I know, but people in your family that all they do is talk. I believe that's the type of person she is. I got a cousin like that, always talking, always in your face. I believe that's the type of person she was.
Right.
Right. But the law
is.
But you know something, the law sees that differently than we do.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Oh yeah.
So,
she going to jail.
they're going to listen to that live and see what Bill's motive up until that point happened. So
I also believe that's why they did. I believe that's why they did the 2nd-degree murder instead of the 1st degree.
Right.
Yeah. Yep. But all right, guys, it was nice talking to y'all. This is my first time up here. But I've been riding with you 54 since Kanika Jenkins. Met Boss and John Q when you guys started the Shanquilla thing. So I'm riding with y'all.
We appreciate
you, Tanya. I appreciate you, baby.
All right, have a good one.
All right,
yes.
Yeah. All right, so we got drama free.
Drama free.
Hey guys.
Drama free is in the building.
Hey. What's going on?
Oh, you sound like the Men in Black. You got something. You got a little echo or something. How you doing, drama free?
How do I get rid of the echo? Oh boy, I don't want that.
I don't know if it's an echo, but it's some static.
It's some static.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe I should take off the headphones. I think it's a headphone.
Yeah, try
that.
Could be.
There we go.
There you go.
There we go.
That's the way you're supposed to sound. That's the way you're supposed to sound.
All right. How you doing, guys?
Good. How you doing?
Listen, I'm okay. This thing got me. Oh my God, it got me twisted. I'm going through emotions. I'm crying over here. I didn't hear all of that. I seen a piece of it, but that was really deep with those kids. Like that really, really got next to me. I'm a mother of a 5-year-old. And my son is very protective over me and his dad collectively. Like he's the same way about us both.
Right.
And we watch what we do in front of the kids. We just watch what we do, what we say in front of the kid. It's just you have to protect them, right? And I just think that it was a lot of selfish stuff going on from the grandmother to the mother, right? Not the father, because he came in and he trying to get his stuff to go to work. I'm with you, 54. It's nothing more sexy than a man going to work.
Absolutely.
Okay. Listen, go get that bag. Okay.
That's it.
I'm
That's
all the way for
me,
it.
man.
We can argue later. You where the money at? You understand?
Yeah. Go get your money. We'll argue when you get back.
It's here, right? But I got a couple things for me. Number one, why you got your mama over there cooking? What's wrong with your hands?
Mm-hmm.
Right. Preach.
Yeah.
Right? If you a mom, like I'm a mom of 1, she's a mom of 4. You got time to place a call when you supposed to have been knee deep in them pots and pans for them kids. Right?
Exactly.
I have a big problem with that, right? If he's going out to do somebody a favor or drop somebody off, it's nothing wrong with being kind to people because you don't know who's kind to him, right? Goes both ways. So I see selfishness there for the kids. I see selfishness with getting your mother up out her bed to come over here and get involved in a marital situation, right? I can't speak to the fact whether this man was bisexual or whatever he was doing because there's no proof of that, right? I don't know if she's slow, like slow bus, cheese bus slow. She may be slow in another way, but I don't know if it's slow to that, to that extent because you got 4 kids, you married, it's just certain things that does not speak to really being a slow person. So maybe to not that extent, but something is definitely off there. I think the mother should have never been involved in that situation.
Yes,
I
I
feel that if you're a wife and a mother, you have a duty. You're not working. You're not doing nothing else. That man is holding down a job or two or whatever he's doing. You're supposed to be there to support him and show the kids that this is what we do as a family.
Right.
Absolutely.
Agreed.
Absolutely. And as a mother, we have to teach our daughters. They look for us as examples.
Absolutely.
And so if her mother was this way, because I'm sure in her day she probably was, she sounded like she was. And that's probably how Khadijah grew up. This is what she knows. This is what she think is normal.
Right.
And it's not.
Right. I think for me, and I just want to make it clear, I am not for violence. I'm not for a man striking a woman.
Right.
But in this, I gotta agree with you, 54. In this instant, as soon as he saw that gun, she should have been clean out. She should have been asleep.
That's right.
There is no way. I see the gun because he saw it before she did what she did. And this is not the first time that she did this. It's evident because he wasn't even scared.
Right.
He's saying she waving around the gun. She waving around the gun. He was not afraid. So this toxic relationship existed in that household for some time. Those kids understood that. They ran when they heard something. So it's a lot of variables there, but it's clear to me that this is not something that's new.
Right.
This is something that's been there, and it's been, a little flicker turns into a roaring flame, right? And no one ever took care of that, and it just built and built and built until here we are today.
Absolutely.
And it's just sad. It's sad. I literally was sitting there crying. I said, "Oh my God, I didn't hear that." I said, "Wow, that was heavy for me."
Yeah.
That the kids are gonna need therapy. It's just so many things that it's just bad on all levels. It's just bad on all levels. Yeah. But I really want to drop down because I want to hear Sierra, so I don't want to take too much time.
We appreciate your drama.
I appreciate each and every one of you. Oh, and 54, please, I have an iPhone. Please drop the link, the members link, so that I want to get down with the Smoke Sisters. Now I don't smoke, but I got some things to say.
I got you, baby. I got you.
Okay, I'm gonna drop down because I want to hear from Sierra.
Me too. Me too.
Okay,
I appreciate you, drama free.
Okay, thank you. Have a happy Easter, everybody.
You too.
All right, bye-bye.
And 45 had asked a question. She said, how long were they married? And I thought they were married for, I think it was like 7 years? But they've been together since middle school. So they've been together for a very long time.
Yeah.
Very long time. But without further ado,
let's welcome Lady of the Hour, Miss Sierra.
Miss Sierra is in the building.
Hey, can y'all hear me?
Baby?
Hello, can y'all hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I got these AirPods in, so I didn't know. How y'all doing tonight?
Good. How you doing?
How are you?
I'm pretty good. I can't complain.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Oh, no problem. No problem.
So you
so
say
yeah, what y'all? Okay, yes, I was about to say. So yeah, what y'all want to know? But yeah, I met Jeremy. I think it was either 2015, 2016. Me and his friends. Me and his cousin Spanky was best friends. His cousin actually just got killed July of 2021. So like this shit. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to cuss. But this stuff is like it's fresh. Like it's the family is they toe up about this. It's crazy.
I bet.
And I was laying on my couch and I didn't hear nothing because I live in the back. They live up at the front. So let me justify this. Okay, we are not on Section 8 here. We live in HUD funded apartments, Section 8 funded apartments.
HUD.
Correct. Okay. Section 8 funded apartments. So therefore we don't have a physical voucher. It's income based.
Income based, right?
So we have to have a job and stuff to live here. It's income based, but it's a small little community. We stay in the East Columbus area. We stay in East Columbus.
Mm-hmm.
And I was laying on the couch that morning. I actually didn't hear anything. I had got a call from my sister, and she was like, "Are you watching Khadijah live?" I'm like, "No, what's going on?" She was like, "Jeremy just got shot. They saying he dead." So I tuned into the live. I was like, "You know what? Never mind. Let me walk outside and see if I see the police." So I walked outside, and it was lit up with police cars. So I walked down to the scene, and she was trying to play crazy, basically. She was trying to play crazy, sitting on the porch, shaking and stuff. And then they actually took her in the house. And after they took her in the house, we didn't see no more of her because they had to sneak her out the back door because it was so, like, the town we live in is so small. And like people were saying, why didn't nobody call? Why didn't nobody call? I mean, because when they seen that live, everybody hopped in their car and came over here. Everybody was at the scene. And as you can see, he was on the phone with his uncle. And then when he was talking to his uncle, he kept saying, "I got something for her. Just saying Nandy over here. Just saying Nandy over here." Nandy is his cousin. So Nandy, she did come to the scene. And Nandy wanted to jump on him. And Nandy told the police, "It's crazy how y'all can let this woman play crazy, but let me play crazy and beat her ass." She said, "Not politely stand here and let y'all put me in handcuffs." But they wouldn't let her get to her. They would not let her get to him. They had to take her out the back. We didn't see her.
Man.
His mom was in the car the whole time. As you can see on the live, like when he walked in the house, she came outside of the house and was looking around. She was trying to see who was in the car with her.
Right.
So the mama stayed in the car the whole time. Okay, that was her mama the whole time in there screaming and talking. His mama couldn't even get out the car to go in there. Now, when she was screaming, when she was screaming, "Get back, get back, get back," it's because the neighbors had heard all the arguing and all the commotion. They argued all the time. They heard the arguing and commotion. And when they heard that gunshot, that's when people started coming to the door. And once the neighbors started coming to the door, her mama was yelling at all the neighbors, "Get back, get back, get back." So that's where that came from.
Okay. So you're saying that wasn't his mom screaming,
"No,
"Get away from him."
That was her mama. "Get back, get away, get away, get away." That's because all the neighbors and everybody that was outside had ran to the door to try to see what was going on and if everybody was okay. And as people was going, running towards their unit to see what was going on, that was her mama saying, "No, get back, get away, get away." That was Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Oh man. Okay, so that puts a different point and perspective on that now.
On the mother. On her mother. Absolutely.
Yeah,
on her mother. Correct. Correct. I really feel like things wouldn't have went that far if her mother wasn't there. They wouldn't have went that far. Because you can see, I mean, yes, they were toxic. They they fussed and fight.
Right.
A lot of times it was her, that she was just she was territorial, basically. Like she wanted him to herself. She didn't want him to have, to have any alone time with his homeboys. It was always a problem when he wanted to have some time to himself.
Right.
So
she
was
seemed
like
very possessive. Yeah,
but
she
seemed
very possessive.
Anytime I was around her, she was always quiet. We smoked together. We all smoked or whatnot.
Right.
She was always quiet. Now she is real goofy. She's goofy as hell. But
yeah, you could tell.
Yeah, she is very doofy. But they have been together since middle school. They've been married about 7 or 8 years, if I'm not mistaken. So but they've been together since kids for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And then they just had they got 2 babies back to back. So they got I'm not sure the ages of the older 2. I think the older 2 are like 7 or 8 or 6 or 7, somewhere around in that age range. And then the babies are the baby is like 3 months and the other baby is 1.
Oh, okay.
Right.
So they're back to back.
Right. And I knew that. Remember, I was telling y'all that because in one of the videos, she's showing, I guess, the not the infant, but the one after had just started to walk.
Yes. Yep. See, the thing is, okay, I just had a baby 7 months ago. Well, my baby about to be 8 months. But my first prenatal appointment, Jeremy, and the kids was there. She was there for her 6 weeks postpartum checkup. Now, after I had my baby and went back for my 1 week postpartum checkup, she was back at the same OB because she was pregnant again. So she was like, she had to get pregnant, boom, like back to back, real quick. So I could say maybe she had a little bit of postpartum, but you can't blame it on postpartum. You can't blame it on postpartum. Because from the looks of it, it's like she played with that gun all the time. I don't think she actually meant to shoot and kill him, but I don't think she meant for it to go that far. Let me just say that.
Right. So you had made a comment about her trying to run him over with the car. Was that in the apartment complex?
It was in the like he was with one of his homeboys, and yeah, she was chasing him down in the car, like she wanted to run him over. Yes, she was chasing him down in the car. Yes.
Oh man. Yes. And so you saying like, I mean, what we all suspected was that this was a toxic relationship. So they fought. It sounded like they fought a lot.
Yeah. From my understanding, they said, because I live like towards the back. They live in the 4-bedroom unit towards the front.
Right.
But from my understanding, the neighbor said that they fought a lot. A lot.
So we got a question in the chat for you.
Mm-hmm.
She says, who are you closest to? Him or her?
Him. I met him through his first cousin. His first cousin was my best friend. So him.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yes.
Oh wow.
And then I used to work with his mom too. His mom is Teresa.
Teresa, okay.
Yeah, his mom name is Teresa. Yes, ma'am.
So is this,
and they have the kids. The mom, okay, his mom Teresa and his grandma, they have the children. And it's kind of sad because, you know, when they took the kids out the house, they took the kids out the house with the clothes they had on their back. The kids, they couldn't get back in the house to get the kids no clothes, no nothing, because that's the open crime scene. They can't tamper, you know, that'll be tampering with the crime scene.
Right.
So, you know, the community did get together. They got clothes and everything the kids needed.
Good.
But yeah, it's sad. It's very sad. His funeral was actually tomorrow. His viewing was today, but it was private.
Right. Okay. I'm wondering if, do you know if it's going to be an open or a closed casket?
Now that I don't know, but I am going to the funeral tomorrow.
Okay. Is this his mom right here?
Let me see. Let me close the chat because yeah, that's Teresa. That's his mom.
Okay. Okay.
Her name is Teresa Thompson. Yep.
And yeah, because I really do want to know if it's going to be an open or a closed casket. I mean, we know, you know, he took a shot to the back of the head, but
to the back, correct. And that's why I was thinking, you know, I'm thinking this might be a closed casket because the viewing was private for family only.
Right.
So that's what I'm thinking, but I can't say if it is or isn't.
So we got another question for you. So Fire Mama said, was there previous DV? Did Khadijah ever complain or talk about Jeremy previously? And was there any infidelity? Were they like cheating on each other? Because I'm gonna be honest with y'all.
Okay, let me say. Okay, the word around town is okay. Let me do the infidelity thing. Now, Jeremy, he was a big flirt. I ain't gonna lie to you, he was a flirt. He gonna flirt with women. But as far as cheating, I don't know. But I did hear Khadijah was sleeping with women around here.
Oh.
Yeah.
So that Facebook comment that we posted earlier, she was more or less reflecting herself in
basically on herself. I think she was trying to I really think she was just trying to tarnish that man's image. It's like, if I can't have you, can't nobody else have you.
Me too. Me too.
Yeah. That's what I feel like.
Because
that's basically.
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry. You go ahead.
Nah, because I was, you know, I've seen women like her do things like this, and she felt like, okay, if I put it out that he's bisexual, ain't no other woman gonna want him. Because understand this, and let's keep it all the way 100. You know, when we hear about a man being bisexual, you know, some people are like, but then to hear you say you heard that she was sleeping around with women.
With women, yes.
It don't. For whatever reason, we don't, we don't look at that like it's a bad thing. Like it's, I don't even know how to explain it, but it just sounds worse to hear her saying, my husband is bisexual.
Correct. And like you were saying as well, those messages to the coworker, everybody around here said that was not him, that was her, that message, the coworker.
Desi said, "Is the funeral going to be public?"
Yes, the funeral is, but the viewing was private.
Right. I can't imagine what these kids are going through.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I feel like it's sad. It's sad, and I don't.
It
It's
is.
sad to me because, like, okay, he got killed on a Saturday. Like, they sent them kids back to school that Monday, and I just couldn't comprehend. Like, I mean,
Oh.
they just witnessed a tragedy, and y'all then sent them kids back to school already. Like, I mean, the kids be on social media. Like, any of these children could have seen their mamas or their daddies watching the live and put two and two together, and they might talk about it at school, and then the kids overhear it. They just traumatized. That's just crazy to me.
Right. I can't believe that. Yeah, if this happened on a Saturday, ain't no school on Monday. I
It
wouldn't have
happened
been.
the 25th. It was the 25th.
Yep. Saturday the 25th. And I just
Yes.
couldn't see sending my kids back to school Monday.
Hell no.
Yeah, they sent them kids back to
Hell
school that
no.
Monday.
Oh,
Larissa said, which I think you already answered this, but you said, is she out of jail?
No, she's still in jail. She ain't got that shit. Her folks ain't got no $75,000 to bond her out. So if she does get out, she's gonna have to sit for a while, and then when she does go to grand, they might give her a bond reduction. But I don't see her getting out no time soon, and I also don't see her getting a real lawyer. 9 times out of 10, she's gonna get a court-appointed lawyer, and they're gonna a public defender. They call them down here. Yeah, a public defender.
Public defender.
So that's 9 times out of 10. That's what she's gonna get, and they're gonna make her take a plea. And if she getting charged, if she's getting she's charged with second-degree murder. Down here, these judges, they throw the book at her. I know this one guy just got charged with second-degree murder, and the judge gave him 40 years. And that wasn't a murder. I think that was. I think he shot. That was like an aggravated. No. That was second-degree murder. He killed the girl. She was an innocent bystander at a party. 17-year-old girl. He got 40 years for that.
Oh man. Because I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, I don't think she should get out. I really don't.
No, she shouldn't. She shouldn't. She shouldn't at all.
He seemed like a good dude.
He was. He was a very nice guy. Very nice guy. He took care of his children. He took very good care of her. As you can see, she said something about him not putting gas in both cars. Baby, you don't do nothing but sit at home on your ass all day. Why you can't make a hustle or something to put gas in your own car? He provided you with a car. So why you can't cook for your kids? Why your mama gotta come cook for your kids, baby?
Right.
I mean, yeah, it's crazy.
And like all of the videos that, we were looking at, on her page and even on his, she seemed like glued to him.
Facebook. She was glued to him and on Facebook all day.
I could
tell.
To
go viral.
Right.
Do you know from your experience whether her mother was frequently over at the apartment?
I don't know. This was my first time actually encountering the mother with this thing here, and I've been around them plenty of times. But as I was saying, I know him through his side of the family, not through her.
Right.
So,
what you talking about? Said, well, she viral now.
Yep.
Correct.
For the wrong reason.
For the wrong reason. And that's the thing, when we got these people, I call them lambs. I feel like these are people that have that lamb syndrome. Look at me. Look what I'm doing. Look what I got. Look what I'm eating. Look where I'm going. Look at me. Yep. They lambs. I call them lambs. And she seemed like a lamb to me.
Craving attention.
Yeah. She wants attention. Absolutely. And we're living in them days where it's all about the likes and the views, what you're wearing, it didn't mess our people up, man.
Yeah. But whenever she was around like the family and stuff, she was always so quiet, standoffish, really didn't say nothing. But yeah, she throwed off. But she's trying to play crazy. Let me just say that. That's what she is. She's trying to play crazy.
I believe that.
Yeah.
I mean,
like if it was light, I could have walked down to their unit because their unit ain't too far from where I stay at.
But it's still closed. It's still closed off. The sheriff's department and stuff, they still been down there. I guess they still going down there. I don't know what they doing, but they still been down there. Actually, when I was on my way home last week, the sheriff's department was down there. A few of his family was down there, and the property manager was down at their unit.
Oh man.
So
what do you know? Do you know if any what kind of work he did?
Yes, he worked at, he was the manager at National Sales and Lease. So National Sales and Lease is like a rent center, errands type place.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yes. And then he worked at a grocery store. It's called Food Giant.
Oh, I heard of Food Giant.
Food Giants. Okay.
Yeah.
So he had like 2 part-time jobs or 1 full-time?
He was full-time. He was a full-time manager at National Sales and Lease.
Right.
And then I guess he worked part-time at Food Giant. Well, he actually started at Food Giant. He's been at Food Giant for a long time. But I guess he got that better job being a manager at National Sales and Lease. And, he took that job and worked Food Giant part-time.
Wow. Okay. So see, that defines time for him. And obviously she's a stay-at-home mom.
Yes. Now, Larissa, I see your comment. She did. Now, their house is very clean. I can't lie about that. She did keep a clean house. I don't know if she cleaned it or he cleaned it, but the house was clean.
Right.
I don't know who cleaned it, but the house was clean.
Okay.
Let me tell you something. These country folks, now that's one thing they don't play about, cleaning up, baby. They gonna clean up. They keep our hygiene up to par.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. Like, it sounds like to me that he was a hardworking man. It don't get no better than that. It don't.
He was. He didn't go to the club. He wasn't the type of man to go to the club or none of that. He was work and home. As the outside he'd go was outside of the house in the parking lot, chilling in the parking lot. That's it.
Oh man.
Or if he was to go to his mama's house or something like that.
And that's probably why she was so possessive. Because see, she knew you get with the right one, we get in where we fit in. And he might have met somebody that was gonna do him right and help him.
Correct.
Correct. But she just seemed so clingy to me when I watched those videos. Who he in the phone with. We watched one video where, he walked off with the phone, he went outside, and then when he turned around, she was right behind him. I'm like, why won't she just go sit down somewhere?
Yeah. I know it was one video he was on live and his mama was commenting. He was talking to his mama and she got the twerking in front of him and he was like, "Come on, sit down, Khadijah. My mama on live. Have some respect." I'm like, she just wants some attention.
Yeah. Oh man.
Was Khadijah attentive to the children or that you know of?
Was she a good mother?
Yeah. Was she a good mother? Yeah.
Now that I can't. Every time I seen them, Jeremy was tending to the kids.
I believe it.
He was tending to the kids.
I believe that.
Okay.
And to me, that's why we heard, "I want my daddy."
Yep.
That makes sense to me. That definitely makes sense to me. And I hate that, because even with you being down there in the area, that's traumatizing for everybody.
Yeah.
And then you personally knew him. So, I mean, I can't imagine.
It's sad. It's sad because he was a good man, very good man, hardworking man. He was so cool. He was goofy.
Especially to hear that. Especially to hear that part. Now, if he wasn't doing anything but running in the street, totally
one thing
direction now, that would have been an entirely different story for her.
No,
right.
He didn't run the streets at all. Okay, he was that man used to go to work and go home to the kids.
And trust me, he was very attractive to other women because you got some women. I mean, that's what we want.
I was just about to say that's what we want. That's what
we
for. Yeah. What we dream about. A man that's gonna go to work, come home and take care of the kids, make sure the bills is handled and straight. That's what this woman wants.
Right. I just hate that happened to him, man. And like I said, I don't condone a man putting his hands on a woman. I don't. But in this situation right here, if he should have
knocked the ass out.
Absolutely.
Should have did. Knocked that clean out. It's crazy.
Now let me ask you this, because one of the things that we heard was that he was a boxer. Is that true?
No, I've never heard. As long as I've
known him, I've never heard anything about him boxing. So,
okay.
No, I don't know.
Yeah, because my first impression when I heard it, I said, okay, boxer at a store or something like that. You know,
Yeah,
working in
no,
shop,
Jeremy was puny.
something
He
like
was
that
tall and
rang more in
baby,
my head.
he was Jeremy puny said he was tall and skinny.
Yeah,
I ain't
tall and
never
skinny
heard.
is no boxer to
He's
me.
tall, skinny,
Yeah.
and tall, puny stuff. No, as long as I've known him, no, ma'am. I've never heard anything about him boxing at all.
Okay, I'm glad you could clear
And
that
then
up.
it is true. He did call dispatch. He called 911 and asked for an escort to the house, like 20 to 30 minutes prior to him going home, because he knew she was a hothead. He knew, I guess he felt something was gonna go on. He did call the police and asking to get an escort, and they told him no, they don't escort anymore.
Oh man. And this comment I put up here was from Fred Johnson. He said, as a man, that hits home. And it does, because so many times when we hear about domestic violence, it's about the man beating the brakes off of the woman. But we have women like her, they're out here. And for the men in the chat, y'all ain't got to put up with that. Now, understand, I ain't just saying, just be knocking her all around, and but if you in that kind of relationship, you got to get out of that, baby. She ain't it.
I think I really think he was just fed up, because I think he was fed up.
Me too.
And I think he was tired, and I think he was just at his wit's end and was fed up, and he just wanted to get his stuff and go to work. That's all that man wanted to do, was go to work.
Right. That makes sense to me, because that's all he
That's
kept
all
saying.
he wanted to do.
That's all he.
Man, just let me get my stuff so I can go to work. And that was her. Like, somebody said that it was her mom that was like, get the gun. No, that was her talking to herself in the background. When she was like, murder scene, get the gun. That was her.
I told him.
That was her. Get the gun. Murder scene, I'm gonna kill you in here tonight. Yeah,
Right.
She was talking to herself. Yes, that was her. That wasn't her mom saying get the gun. That was her talking to herself. Get the gun.
Yeah,
get the
I
gun.
thought it was her too. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was almost like it's because I thought she was telling him, like, go get the gun. Like it was about to be a shootout. And he like, bro, go on with that. He like, bro, go on with that.
She was talking to herself.
That's insane, man. And as women, because I don't condone that kind of behavior. And so, but I know people who are toxic like that. And see, I'm the wrong friend to call. See, because I ain't about to jump on your side. We ain't about to do this rah-rah together. I ain't doing that. If anything, you ain't gonna like what I got to say.
Correct.
But as sisters, as women, not just sisters, because I know we got white, we got black in here, Hispanic. Listen, just as women, she needed people around her like, look, girl, get off of that. Because clearly he about his family.
Like, girl, let the man get his stuff and go to work.
I feel like when we're dealing, right. And I feel like when we're dealing with women less than, and what I mean by that, don't got a job, ain't going to school, they're less than. Them be the ones the most insecure.
You right about that?
You got me thinking about this gun now. Why was the gun in the house in the first place?
And here's
let me tell you. Oh, okay.
No, go ahead, Sierra. I'm sorry, baby. I'm sorry.
Okay, you asked why was a gun. Okay, we live in Columbus, Mississippi, baby. Let me tell you, it's a shooting, killing around here almost every night. These little young boys is crazy. They'll either break into your house. I mean, it's crazy out here. So I do understand why they had a gun in the house for protection. Because it's crazy where we stay at. I mean, it's horrible. It's little Chicago here.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Okay, there we go.
That makes sense.
Because I was putting these two pieces together. I said, if you're going to use a gun, have it in the house. You're going to use it for protection. And since she knew where it was, he would have to know where it is.
Right.
Okay, somebody said, what type of neighborhood is it? Okay, we let me see. See, we live in the county of Columbus, Mississippi. We live in East Columbus, but we live in the county. But the neighborhood, like the apartment complex is like off to its own. It's like a big old circle. So And it's not a bad, like our apartment complex is not bad. Like we have security guards and all. It's actually a very nice apartment complex. It's just the surroundings, and the city is so small. It's just always something going on.
Yeah, that's Lowndes County, right? Is it
Sir,
called
can you
Lowndes
repeat
County?
that? It's called Lowndes County. Yes, yes, sir.
Yeah.
County.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. All right.
And Papa Gambino, he said something, and I do want to touch on this. He said, you know, we go to jail for a woman to say we hit them and ain't even touch them. You know, and that's why I feel like, you know, she was provoking him. She wanted him to give her a reason. And it's just a sad situation that we got men out here like that, and especially the good ones. You know, we all out here, you know, I know I got some single women in here. We looking for a man that's just going to work. And she had one and didn't know what to do with him.
Didn't know what to do with him. And the news did say that it was prior domestic violence call. It was frequent domestic violence calls to that address, but they had it in like bold letters after her name, being like she was the aggressor most of the time.
I believe it. I believe that.
Mm-hmm.
She just showed us.
Yeah.
You know, I definitely believe that. And it's just a sad situation because we do have good men out here. You know, there are some good men, and we get like Lena said, she the type of woman, she get the good men. You know, but here I am, you know, trying to handle me and doing this, doing that, and
right.
Can't catch one. You feel me?
Can't get one. But you know what? I'd rather be single than have to deal with all that extra.
Absolutely. I'm okay being
I'd
single.
rather be by myself. I'd rather be by myself. Now you can come over here when we need to do what we need to do, and you can go on about your business.
Right. Right. That's right. That's right.
That's it. That's all.
You know, and it's just Latoya, I feel you. She said the police failed that man. I believe that because he tried to do the right thing. He tried, especially if he called the police.
Yeah, he called for assistance.
Then I also feel like, because I'm sorry for cutting you off.
Oh
no, that's okay. Because he knew he knew things were going to get turned up based upon that event occurring the way it did. Yeah, I'm gonna go in here, grab my stuff, and leave, and she's going to be all out of her mind, you know, all turned up about me stepping out and whatnot, and I don't know how it's going to go. So hence he calls the police to say, hey, look, you know, I need an escort, yada, yada, yada. I just don't want things to get out of hand.
Yeah.
You know, knowing something about that type of situation before it happens. So he threw in some.
And then I really don't feel like it would have went that far, because like the mama kept saying, well, what you got to talk about? What you got to talk about? He was like, man, nothing. And then that's when she got hyped up. Yeah, what we got to have a conversation about? Yeah, what we got to have a conversation about? I feel like if the mama was not there, things would have been totally different.
Right.
Totally different.
Oh man. And it's crazy that her mother got to live with this.
Yep.
Yeah. And the crazy part is, like, people are looking on his Facebook page and they going to his mom page and inboxing his mom thinking it's her mom. They saying crazy stuff to his mom, and she mourning, going through her own little issues. And, you know, since it went viral, everybody is going to her page, cussing her out. And I'm like, wait a minute, that's not even her mama, that's his mama.
That's crazy. Sometimes people go too far. But you put it out for the public. When we doing things on Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, you know, we're putting it out there for the public.
Yeah.
You know, and unfortunately, when it comes to these kind of cases, you got them vultures. They start inboxing and cussing people out, the wrong people, you know, and it get real messy real quick.
Yes. No, somebody asked us, her mom live in the complex. No, her mom does not live over here.
Okay. Miss Sweet said, thank God for my man. Listen. It's a sad situation because everything that I've seen suggests that, you know, he was a good man. And right, Fire Mama said double standard. Men don't get help as much as women, especially when calling police asking for assistance. I agree with that.
You're totally right. You are totally right.
Good comment, Fire Mama.
And it's sad. This is a sad situation because everything we heard, like he was trying to do the right thing. You know, yeah, he may have been a flirt. He's still a man at the end of the day.
I was just about to say he's still a man, but just think about how his uncle feels. His uncle was on the phone the whole time and had to listen to his nephew getting shot.
Yep. I can't imagine.
Just think about how the family feel. You know, the family had to watch that on live, and you know they reliving it like. And then it's so crazy because people, they've been putting up fake GoFundMes like they part of the family. Was some girl said she was a baby mama. Like he didn't have no outside kids. All his kids was from Khadijah. He had no outside kids. Everything was, all his 4 children was from Khadijah.
That's crazy. And them other lambs, see, the people that was entertained by this, you know, like I said, I call them lambs. Now, like you said, fake GoFundMe pages, things like that. Who does that? Like, what? Really? That's insane. And I feel like they should be locked up. Lock all them up. You shouldn't be able to put no GoFundMe up for him and his kids and his family.
There's a comment
and
here.
Actually, I'm sorry. I was about to say, actually, the real GoFundMe that the family member did make, everybody was they was talking about he was a scammer, and that was the real GoFundMe from the family member. It was actually, if y'all heard when he said send Nandy over here, Nandy's brother, his name is Omar. Omar made a GoFundMe for the family, and everybody spammed his GoFundMe and said he was a scammer, and they took the real GoFundMe down.
No.
Yes, ma'am.
See, that's terrible.
Yes, ma'am.
He need to put that back up. I mean, or somebody. They gotta. Yeah. That's terrible.
So at this time, I don't even think that I just think they just left it alone and they're not doing no GoFundMe. But the reason why Omar made the GoFundMe is because he said since it went viral, everybody was sharing the live. Maybe somebody will donate. If everybody shared the live, if y'all could just donate $1 to help them kids. And that's what he put in the GoFundMe, but they spammed it as he was a scammer.
Oh man.
Wow. I put up Alicia Nicole had wrote a comment here. Looks like Mississippi police have had a bad habit of not wanting to help people. They also denied helping Rasheem Carter not too long ago. He was found dismembered.
Yep.
And I can't say it's the police because, okay, like where we live at, we are in the county. So the city police cannot respond to the county's issues. So only the sheriff can respond. Now, if it was the city would have escorted him. They would have escorted him with no problem. But it's the sheriff's department that I guess is not doing escorts.
That's crazy. Because understand this, had they done that, he would still be here.
He will still be alive. And that's actually one of the conversations they had at the scene was like, we just got a call not too long ago, you know, now we responded to this call, shots fired.
That's why I'm wondering if it's possible that they can do some type of like civil suit against the police department. I mean, I don't know how it would work down there, but I just feel terrible because had they have done that, again,
I think the family might be working. I think the family might be working on something. I don't want to say too much, but you know.
Right. And that one dope black lady, she said men need to say yes. I'm scared of her. Men need to be able to, I mean, because understand this. Because as a man, you know, they got this, you know, they don't want to show no weakness. But when you start going, when your actions where, you know, you're calling the police and things like that, you're scared. To me, you know, and I don't condone these type of the actions of these types of women. I don't. And you can't keep poking the bear, because see, at some point, you know, it turned bad.
Yeah, the bear's gonna wake up.
Desi, I'm with you. I hope they can sue. I really do, man, because if they can prove that he tried to get an escort to that house and then he ended up dead, come on, man.
It's all in the records. It's all in public records that he tried to get an escort. So.
Yeah, this is a mess. And I'm so glad you was able to come up here and share some information with us, because this, when I first heard about it and, you know, people were emailing and commenting about it, I was like, wait, what? And when I saw the video, I lost it.
Yes.
All for views.
It's basically all for views. It's just a sad and tragic and senseless situation.
Yeah. Well, you know, sis, you know, like I said, we just gonna keep praying, you know, and hopefully this girl get what she deserves. And we're gonna be watching. We're gonna be waiting to see what the outcome is.
Yes, ma'am. Well, thank you for having me, and I hope I cleared the little things up for y'all.
You did.
And I am going to go to the funeral tomorrow. I was just about to say I am going to go to the funeral tomorrow, and I can email you an obituary, like if you want to see an obituary or something.
Absolutely, please send it.
So I can. Is your email in your description?
Yeah, and it's 54keys@gmail.com. Yeah, please send that to us. You know, yeah, she must have dropped down, but yeah, Sierra, we really do appreciate you coming up, and clearing up some things for us. I appreciate everybody that came up. You know, I appreciate everybody in the chat. You know, it was good conversation, like always. You know, we got some mature, strong-minded riders over here, and I love that. I love it. You know, and this just was a sad situation, and we got a good man gone too soon. Too soon. John, boss, is there anything y'all want to say before we get on up out of here?
Well, this was sensational. I mean, the explosive live and everybody chiming in and supporting and helping us to walk through this case and everything else like that. So it helped a lot. And much love to everyone in the chat. And I believe you and I have a special table talk on Sunday night at 8 p.m. on my channel, right?
We do. We do. Yeah. Y'all gonna have to meet us over there. We're gonna be on John's channel, you know. And it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. And that's Sunday, and tomorrow I'll be with my smoke sisters. So, you know, it's gonna get real back there. So we got a lot to talk about.
Yes.
But yeah, definitely Sunday we'll be over on John's channel, and I want y'all to, you know, slide on through, man. We appreciate y'all riding with us. You know, that means a lot, because we just want to get to the bottom of the truth. And, you know, in order to do that, we have to pull back the layers. We got to be able to pull back the layers to get to the truth. And, you know, and like I said, we're going to be watching for any updates and things like that in this case. I know after this, we will be working the Rasheem Carter. So we're going to pull back the layers and get those details for y'all. Y'all know how we do. Y'all know how we do. You know, but again, we appreciate everybody coming on out, you know, and like I said, just stay tuned. You know, we got other things happening, you know. Boss, John, they been riding. They gonna stay riding. I'm riding. So y'all talking about y'all riding with us. We riding with y'all, you know. And like I said, if there's anything, you know, any other cases, shoot them to us. Send them to us. We appreciate y'all.
Absolutely.
But we're gonna go ahead and let y'all get on up out of here. And you know, I hope y'all enjoyed the ride, and I hope y'all, you know, was able to learn something. But yeah, we love y'all, baby, and all we're asking is stay riding with us, and we gonna get on up out of here.
Much love.
Yeah, we got it bumping. You need to disconnect that cable, cause if you want the truth, we at the round table. We give it real when the mothers ain't able.